This is your home for the Chieftains. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Kansas Insurance agents have years of industry experience. Learn more at kansasins.com.
Schmidt now trying to go in on Brock Foes. McRae gets by Schultz, puts a floater
There you go.
off the glass and count the bucket.
Takeaway, Shonik deflecting the pass from Lane. She's on her. And count the bucket. What a big momentum swing.
That's job keeping the hip back, get behind him. Now can he lift him up and bring him down? Executed perfectly for Brady Martin.
Trying to make it too risky, but he does turn it. Tyler Chris, can he get the pinball?
He did! He does it! The young freshman is the 106 regional champion.
It's time for the Chieftains on your home for Tonganoxie High School Athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live.
No internet, no technical difficulty is going to slow us down. My speech might slow us down if I don't get better on that. But we are so glad to be back here inside Chieftain Arena. Chieftain basketball coming up tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and it's presented by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, give them a call at 913-369-6600 as we cruise along into the S&S Body pregame show. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193 to learn more. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennick. Glad to be back here with you all again. Apologies for not having the broadcast last night up at Pleasant Ridge. Good news, however, Chieftains come back home tonight, sweeping the Rams last night. That's now 3 years in a row that they have been able to sweep the Pleasant Ridge Rams. And we'll start here with the Lady Chieftains getting the victory 54-36. And this was a game that going in under halfway to go in the third quarter. It was a 6-point ball game. Tonganoxie was being played closer in most of this game. The Lady Chieftains were by Pleasant Ridge. Alyssa Shonik able to take over at the end. A 12-2 run for Tonga to close out the third quarter, and they did not look back after that. And that's kind of been the story all season long for this team. 5-2, best season in 12 years, and it has started with number one out there in white.
Yeah, no question. She's the stir that drinks. She's the straw that stirs the drink for sure. She's the spark plug, and when she's hitting on all cylinders, she's hard to handle. So hopefully she can have another good one tonight. I think she's averaging like 20 points a game, isn't she? Something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around that 20 points per game. Sorry about the camera flickering there. But, yeah, right around that mark is where she is kept. I believe she's dipped down a little bit under, closer to about 18.6, 18.7. But still, nonetheless, as a junior, she is on her way to getting first-team All-League honors and potential some All-State honors as well. But this team is looking for more, like we mentioned, for Tongi. Best season in 12 years for them. As for the Panthers coming in, as we welcome our friends and everyone from Paola Sports Live watching tonight via simulcast. My goodness, I'm glad you all are joining us tonight. But their Panthers coming in 0-5 on the year. It hasn't been the easiest of starts for them. So they're coming in here tonight. We know this team has had youth last season. Still came in, played the Lady Chieftains pretty tough. Looking to do it again here today and pick up that coveted first win of the season. Get the monkey off their back.
Yeah, no question about that. But, I think the Lady Chieftains are going to be pretty focused tonight. And Captain Alyssa Shonik is going to have something to say about that, too.
Oh, sure. They're going to be wanting to come in and defend the home floor. Panthers looking for win number 1. Chieftains looking for win number 6 before going back on the road, looking to get revenge against the Spring Hill Broncos coming up on Thursday night. But we got great Frontier League action coming up for you here in just under 3.5 minutes from now. We'll step aside. We'll be back with more from inside Chieftain Arena on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
About ready to get things started here tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Whether you're watching us here on Tonganoxie Sports Live or over on Paola Sports Live, we welcome you in as we are getting ready for starting lineups. But first, let's get to our First Security Bank keys of the game tonight, brought to you by First Security Bank, your locally owned community bank in Tonganoxie. Stop by and meet the friendly staff today at 415 Stone Creek Drive. First Security Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Any keys to victory tonight for the Lady Chieftains looking for win number 6?
Well, you know, and I think it depends on what defense that the Panthers open up with. But I'd like to see that inside-out game with Shonick to 35 or 33.
Addie Schooler.
Maddie, yeah. Addie Schooler. She's getting better and better as the year progresses, and I'd like to see him do that. And, of course, Alyssa can finish on the dribble drive too. So hopefully they'll have a good shooting night and take care of business here.
Let's see if they can get it done. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Forever Fencing, your locally owned and top-rated fencing company in the Midwest. Go online for your free estimate today at www.foreverfencingkc.com. As we now send it back down here in just a little bit. There's the graphic for our friends at Forever Fencing. Raymond Reynolds and his crew, they will get you the best-looking fence here in town. Be sure to visit them, foreverfencingkc.com. So now we will send it down to our PA announcer for the night, John Tollefson, local biology science teacher here at Tonganoxie High School. We're just awaiting his cue.
Cross-country coach and an overall just a great guy.
Science Olympiad as well, involved in that. And you said it best, one of the best. It's a long list of the great just people here in the community, but
no question.
Teachers here at the high school as well. One of my personal favorites, loved him so much. Took 2 different classes with him during my high school days.
Yeah, I subbed for him quite a few times, and he's a great guy.
Down at the scorer's table, trying to get something figured out here. I think they're trying to cue up the music. They like to play along with the theatrics here. If you're watching along for the first time, you'll see what we mean here in just a little bit. Looks like he's getting the microphone put up to his mouth, so let's get ready to send it down to John Tollefson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chieftain Arena, Tonganoxie High School, the home of the Chieftains. We welcome our guests from Paola High School, Kansas State High School Activities Association, and Tonganoxie High School wishes to remind you, one of the goals of high school athletics is learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one such value that makes these games an educational experience. Remember, be a good sport. And now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For Paola, number 4, the 5'7" junior, Elizabeth Small. For Tonganoxie, number 1, the 5'3" junior, Alyssa Shonick. For Paola, number 5, the 5'9" senior, Brylan Wicker. For Tonganoxie, number 2, the 5'6" junior, Kalia Baldock. For Tonganoxie, number 12, the 5'8" junior, Amanda Pixer. For Tonganoxie, number 15, the 5'4" junior, Emerson Maslak. For Paola, number 14, the 5'5" sophomore, Ashlyn Cancer. For Tonganoxie, number 20, the 5'5" junior, Farah Halsa. 20, the 5'8" sophomore, Bryn Sanders. And for Tonganoxie, number 33, the 6'1" sophomore, Addie Schooler. And coaches for tonight's game, for Paola, Jamie Butler. For Tonganoxie, Austin Eckert. Officials for this evening's game are P.J. Swarnsky.
Well, if I go truly by those starting lineups given to us, Amanda Pitzer, number 12 for Paola, she's starting for Tonganoxie tonight, so it's a 6-on-4 to get us started. Obviously, you meant to say Paola there, but those were the 5. Smale, Wicker, Pitzer, Katzer, and Sanders, the 5 for Paola, and no change to the starting 5 for Tonganoxie. Shawnick, Baldock, Maslak, Hulsa, and Schooler as we get ready to go in this one here tonight. Opening tip-off tonight of game brought to you by Lynch Real Estate. Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust. Visit Dan Lynch and his team today here in Tonganoxie. Addie Schooler gonna meet in the center circle, pretty much undefeated on jumps on opening tips this year.
She usually controls the tip, as she does again.
Doesn't make us pay on the announcer's jinx. Shout out to you, Addie. And we're underway here. Game 2 of 3 this week for Tonganoxie.
Yeah, and Paola's going to open up in a zone. So we want to see that dribble penetration and go inside the paint.
Maslak able to get around a defender, dribbling a kick out. Hulsa almost losing it, able to keep control, bouncing it back over to Shawnick. Feeling out process early on here. Shawnick trying to create space. Right side, far corner 3 for Hulsa. A little strong underneath, did not hit the rim. Got to go up here as Schooler. She does just that and can't get it to fall.
Nice rebound there by Addie, but just couldn't put the finishing touches on that one.
Now underneath, here come the Panthers, and they jump out to the first lead. Drawing first blood is Brennan Wicker. Underneath, get the Panthers started in this one. Again, looking for their first win. Going to be knocking off some rust tonight. You have to imagine their first game out of the holiday break. They were supposed to play a few times last week, but of course, with the winter weather coming in, able to push those back.
I'd like to see him get it into the post, but
another 3. That one offline. Schooler again able to get the board. Somehow finds its way to Shawnick, who kisses it off the glass.
She just seems to always be around the ball, doesn't she?
Always, somehow, some way, she's able to get it done. That was Schooler that got the board off the missed Maslak 3 and then able to get it over to Shawnick, so collects the assist on there as well. And now here we come back the other way for the Chieftains. Looking for the first lead, Shawnick.
Drive.
Now Maslak, she'll knife her way in
drive.
And draws some contact. Shot offline. She'll have a chance to earn them at the free throw line coming up. This is something that we saw the Chieftains do this past Friday against Ottawa. They were very effective of able to drive into the lane, going right at the defenders for the Cyclones. They were able to make their way through the free throw lines. Ended up shooting 15 free throws in that first quarter this past Friday. That's the positive. The negative, however, they only made 3 of them.
Yeah.
Free throws have not been the strong suit so far this year, as that one just falls off on the front end for Emerson.
Yeah, that's one area of improvement that the Chieftains really need to focus on.
Second one on the way. That one has to go. Good box out. On the rebound. That one's collected by Sanders, who went right up to box out Maslak at the free throw line. Here's Sanders with it here. Going to try to go around Schooler. Puts it up and banks it in. So a nice little sequence there for Bryn Sanders.
Schooler's got to body her up right there. I know she's probably a little bit.
Oh, look at that. Just can't finish.
Yeah, a little bit gun shy because of the foul trouble she's been in, but can't let them get to the wreck that easy.
Smale had to rebound, now taken away. Shawnick, she'll give it right up the way. Open on the left side. Maslak able to kiss it in. Defense turning into offense. Key Lady Chieftain basketball there for Coach Austin Eckert.
Yeah, the Chieftains picking up full court. That's out of bounds to the Chieftains.
So something we have seen kind of progress through the past couple of years, especially with Alyssa Shawnick being in the starting lineup. 3rd year now as a junior starting for Tonganoxie. The past 2 years under head coach Mitch Loomis, 1st year for head coach Austin Eckert. But his defense, they really get active with the hands.
Yeah, they do.
And really get the other team flustered, able to capitalize on the turnovers.
So far, Paola doing a good job of boxing out and keeping Tonganoxie to just one shot on the possession.
Shawnick says, I will take that, but misses. Kind of got a little mixed up there. Tried to go with the finger roll with the right hand on the left side. And that is not exactly how you want to get it done. So easy buckets missed early on here for the Chieftains, including a pair for Shawnick, who's usually pretty nails inside.
Yeah, she'd like to have that one back.
There's another rebound for Smale. Now they go.
Oh, look at that steal by
download.
Shawnick. Oh, my God.
Before I can even finish my sentence, they were trying to work it to Wicker. Shawnick takes it away from her. Now through multiple defenders. Out to Hulsa. Free ball is good. How beautiful was that sequence there for Tonganoxie?
And again, defense turned into offense.
Off the third steal. Third time's the charm for Shawnick on the defensive end. Gets the assist to Hulsa as well. She had plenty of space on that far side three. And another turnover here for Paola. Having a hard time trying to settle in. That's going to force head coach Jamie Butler. She's going to take a quick 30-second timeout to give her team a little bit of a breather here as they are now down up on the board by 3. 7-4, just getting started here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Chieftain Athletics tonight presented by our friends over at Wizard of Paws, Tonganoxie's family-owned pet grooming salon with a combined 48 years of experience. Schedule your pet's appointment today at wizardofpawstongi.com. Also by the Tonganoxie Public Library. Why pay for downloadable audiobooks when you could stream them for free with a Libby card? When you can stream them for free with a library card. We should have had the game done last night, man. I am struggling tonight. Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. You know, if there's one thing that I've been able to learn going through my broadcasting careers, even the greats like Kevin Harlan, sometimes they make mistakes and they are able to laugh themselves on there. So I'm going to do the same thing.
Exactly.
And Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Welcome our guests over at Paola Sports Live as well. Tonight's simulcast action, Chieftains and Panthers. Panthers came in here able to beat the Lady Chieftains last year inside of Chieftain
Arena.
Pass
inside.
Panthers closed it up quickly. Shawnick dribble in and just the mid-range jumper tried to pull up, but offline.
Shot's a little bit off so far tonight. She'll get it dialed in.
Bobbled on that baseline. Last off of, you had Shawnick and Schooler both in the area. They were trying to fight for it. You got Wicker as well. And we'll say it stays down here with Paola. Shawnick fighting would be her fourth steal. Right there, right on cue. Perfect timing.
Holy cow, she's just amazing.
With the three-point lead, Shawnick, Euro step, right side. Good, can't get it to fall. Tipped out by Schooler.
Everything but finishing it. Took it coast to coast.
That's been it to this point thus far. So we got our first substitutions coming. You had Adlin Johnson coming in for Tonganoxie. Kalia Baldock is going to head out for the time being.
With the looks that the Chieftains have had so far tonight, you know, they should be ahead by way more than 3. And I think they'll tell you the same thing if you ask them.
Yeah,
they've missed some bunnies.
Totally agree with you.
They're running their offense right. They're getting it inside and getting high quality, high percentage shots, but they're just not falling so far.
A little back and forth here. Shawnick and Maslek. Shawnick has it right now. Good hesitation. Good drive inside there. That one able to fall. So finally, a monkey off the back for Alyssa Shawnick after missing a couple of easy high percentage shots.
Yeah, and she used her left hand on that left side that time. So good defense there by the Chieftains. Wide open 3.
On the way. Does not go. Long rebound. Over to the corner trying to save it, and does. Extra effort here from the Panthers. And after all that, it will be Tonganoxie. They choose the basketball. Lola Canales on that 3-ball attempt, number 34. She's fresh into the game for Paola, along with Yasmin Rutledge, number 0. 9-4 ball game. Chieftains with the lead have been in control for the past few minutes. Hulsa trying to get another 3-ball. That one up short. Schooler with the rebound underneath through 2 defenders, stripped loose.
She's got to keep that ball above her head. She brought it down, and then those smaller players can get their hands on it. I'd like to see her keep that above her head and just go right back up with it. Another turnover by the Panthers.
Weehy and Herrera checking in for Tonganoxie. And Pitzer and Katzer right back in for Paola. Swinging around the horn here for Tongi, under 2 to go in the first. Open space, Mazlek, she'll take that shot every single time. Just can't knock it down. Shanik coming away with the board.
Nice
Goes up strong.
move.
And a chance to earn him at the line.
She went up strong with that. Let's see if she can earn him at the line here.
Only our second foul call of this opening quarter.
Yeah, that's
We'll
why
give it to Katzer.
Yeah, that's why it's gone so fast.
Pair of free throws for Shanik. She's able to knock down the first attempt. Who you want at the line this year for Tonganoxie? Alyssa Shanik getting up at about that 80% mark from the free throw line.
She's usually money.
Tongi the first to double digits. Gets the lucky bounce.
Yeah, she used the whole rim that time.
11-4 ball game. Paola looking for an answer. Trying to take better care of the basketball. Able to get it across. Shanik balls all over it.
Yeah, that
had about a handful of steals this opening quarter.
That defensive trap is really giving Paola some fits.
That three from near downtown, but a rebound underneath. That putback doesn't go either.
Yeah, guess who has it?
Alyssa Shanik having a great first quarter. After a great performance last night up at Pleasant Ridge. Kayla Weehee will put it up. That one just off the glass. Closing in on the final 60 seconds here in the first quarter. Another ball knocked loose, another turnover.
Every loose
for Paola.
ball.
Shanik the other way, left side, gets it to go. Defense into offense for Alyssa Shanik. That is the summary of the first quarter thus far.
I think that's her 4th steal already, isn't it? Or 5. Oh, my gosh.
9-point lead, largest of the game for the Chieftains, and an over and back. And head coach
Another
Jamie
turnover.
Butler could just kind of shake her head on that bench right now. Her team is struggling out of the gates right now. As they will welcome in Sanders back into the contest. Wicker will come out for a little bit. 48.2 seconds. Chieftains with about another possession or two in their pocket, possibly. Let's see what they can do here. Shanik, catch and shoot three. Does not go. Ram spat it out at the last second. Trying to come away with another steal with Shanik. She cannot. Up the head we go. Great recovery on defense for Mazlak, as wide open at the other end was Canales, and she would have had an easy 2 for Paola.
Yeah, that's a good hustle by Emerson there. She defended that sure too.
And Wicker will come right back in for Sanders. So inbound coming in here. Amanda Pitcher able to trigger it in. Finds Canales. Got a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot no good underneath with the board. And they will get a foul on Tongi. I believe it's going to be against Mazlak. Trying to fight for that loose ball. And she does. She will pick up her first foul. So another inbound here. Shot clock is off. We do play with the shot clock here in Chieftain Arena at Tonganoxie High School. Catch and shoot three on the inbounds. It's on the way. It's off the back iron. Rebound, Jalea Herrera.
Nice rebound there by Jalea.
Chieftains going to hold on for the final shot here. Shanik with 8 of the 13. Trying to drive by, able to knock a defender off, collects and puts it back up. And there are double figures in this opening quarter for Alyssa Shanik, leading all scorers with 10.
Wow. She's on a 40-point pace right now, partner.
It's off to a great first quarter for Alyssa Shanik and the Chieftains. 15-4 lead heading to the second here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
Hi, do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay. Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tonganoxie? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
So start of the second quarter, 15-4. Another great quarter for Alyssa Shonik. Here's the stat line this far. 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting from the field. Hasn't made a three ball yet. 2 of 2 at the line. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 steals. She is on pace for a career high in steals tonight.
Have a game, young lady. Make that 6 steals.
Bringing it back the other way through 3 defenders. Drive and a kick out. Mazlak. Head fake. Now she drives. Tried to give it all to Weehee at the last second, and she traveled with it. Kind of running into the defenders, throwing her rhythm and timing off just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit out of control there. I like the aggressiveness, though, attacking the paint.
How about the unselfishness there from
Yes.
Shauna? Because you have the hot hand. There's no reason why you can't attempt, try to put that layup out, but kicked it out to Mazlak, trying to get her other teammates involved.
Yeah, that's why she's captain.
Baseline drive, shot offline. That's Johnson soaring in for the rebound on that miss. Shanik with 10, Mazlak with 2, also with 3. That is all the scoring thus far for Tonganoxie. Shanik finds Johnson, catch and shoot.
I like that shot, though. She kept that ball above her head and went right at the rim.
Extra pass, Weehee able to collect Johnson from 3. That one doesn't go either.
Nice steal by Johnson.
This is it for Paola on defense. I think you can't be too upset with what the Chieftains have been able to do offensively outside of Shanik, who's just been able to earn a lot of her points off of steals, but they just have not been able to take care of the basketball.
Right.
And haven't had a lot of good looks.
No, they've had a bunch of
happen.
turnovers. Yeah, another turnover. That was forced by Johnson. She's given some good minutes so far.
5'9" freshman Adlin Johnson for Tonganoxie. She's been seeing her minutes bolstered up, especially here right out of the gates in the new year. Mazlak from Johnson. That one does not go. Excuse me, that was Herrera had the chance for the assist. Offense is cooling off here in the second. Still looking for our first bucket. Katzer overhead pass. Mazlak getting in there and saving it, but passing it back. Was she across the line?
Yeah, she was.
And she was. Probably one of those, as soon as she was letting it out of her hand, I think she might have been able to tell, oh no, this might be going in the wrong way.
She wanted her to be on a string that time.
So more substitutions here, and it looks like we have a timeout on the floor. We will go ahead and take him with here. We'll be right back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live in just a few moments.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
I'll tell you, and a big shout out to Dr. Stoes and his staff over at Paola Vet Clinic. There's one of the best vet practices. We've been able to take our dogs who took great care of one of our dogs, had a medical emergency back in the summer, took care of her over the weekend. Tremendous staff, Dr. Stoes and everybody else. Paola Vet Clinic, also Wildcat Clinic over in Lewisburg as well. Still looking for our first bucket here in the second quarter. 11-point lead for the Chieftains, our largest of the night. There's a drive and a kick out by Sanders. Finds Canales, but she walked with it. So this has been the story thus far for Paola, as they're about double digits in turnovers already. Alyssa Shonik, 5 steals on the night. She's been a thorn in their side tonight, to say the least. She's got 10 points. Outside of that, both offenses have been a little bit cooler. There's Addie Schooler looking for her first points of the night.
There
She
you
gets
go.
them right there on the nice drive-in.
Nice job there by Addie.
Got the nice move from the sophomore there for the Chieftains. 3-ball, a little bit too strong. Rebound for Herrera, and it'll still be Chieftain basketball. We talked about for Schooler, it was really important for her last year, getting those minutes as a freshman. Eventually just kind of being put from getting in a little bit in games to being the first person off the bench, and then even got into the starting lineup a couple of times last season. And now permanently in the starting lineup this year for Coach Eckert as a sophomore. There's been moments where you can tell she's still trying to find her footing out there, trying to find her confidence, but good drive-ins like that. That was something we wouldn't see her even attempt last year, and even maybe in the first couple of weeks of this season as well.
Yeah, she's just getting better and better. She's really impressed me with the way she's come along.
Here she is again. Nice move, nice finish off the inbounds.
Nice little spin move there. And you notice that time, partner, she kept the ball high, face level and above. Right back up.
That's the one thing I imagine with Coach Eckert and his coaching staff trying to work with her in practice of every time she gets it down low, keeping it high. The more you keep it down, you're going to get hands in there trying to knock it loose. She has been guilty of that at times, but both of those examples there.
Getting better. Which means the young lady is coachable. Johnson shuffles the feet.
Just another freshman mistake there, right? When I was
she's going to be a good one too. I love seeing her get this varsity time. We've seen what it's done for Shonik and Schooler.
Maslak as well in there, and she makes up for it right there, getting the hands in the passing lane, knocking that one out.
Nice pass.
Schooler just can't get it to go underneath.
Shonik put that one on the money.
Another three on the way. That one offline. Canales able to run it down. Johnson there. Jump ball is called. That will give it to the Chieftains. So again, Johnson able to make plays at this end of the floor for Tonganoxie as Hendrickson and Baldock will check in. Hendrickson for the first time tonight.
Johnson's giving them some quality minutes here.
And always getting the words of encouragement from Coach Eckert and the assistants from the sideline as well, no matter what it is, good or bad or indifferent, always getting coached up. Now here's the turnover. Hendrickson had to take it away by Rutledge, giving it up to Canales. On the right side, gets that one to go over Baldock. Finish there for Lola Canales. First buckets of the second quarter for Paola. Maslak driving in. Again, just
that's
having a hard time getting to fall.
Yeah, boy, they're attacking the rim. You got to love that.
Nice move by Pitzer, just from the left elbow. Just a little too strong. Lady Chieftains, they definitely have had their fair share of tough luck underneath, of getting those shots to just get that extra roll or friendly bounce to fall in. Numerous good looks. Now Maslak gets thrown off her feet, and they're going to call it a travel.
Yeah, I think she was bumped, though. That's what Emerson's saying. Hey, I got run into.
Might even taking a poke in the eye, too, so they're going to slow things
contact
down for a moment, maybe. And as a contact wearer, I know it is a pain. If you get that thing if it falls out or if it folds up just enough, and it is a pain. Looks like she's okay. Got it all figured out, good to go, as Wicker and Sanders back in for the Panthers, and Shonik will check in for Maslak, gives her a breather and a chance to make sure that eye is all right, along with Keelan Weehee also checking in for Adlin Johnson. Smale, Pitzer, Rutledge, along with Sanders and Wicker, the 5 out for Paola. Schooler, Weehee, Baldock, Hendrickson, and Maslak, 5 out for the Chieftains. 13-point ball game, closing in on the final 2 minutes. Drive and a finish on the right side, able to get around defenders, and Pitzer able to finish it for Paola. Has her team back within 11, looking to string a pair of stops together here. Here's Shonik. Had it knocked loose. Tough defense from Rutledge. That's a big takeaway there for Paola.
You don't see that very often.
Up the floor they go, and just too far ahead. No one able to track it down. So you do the good job on defense. Rutledge knocking it loose from Shawnick. Like we mentioned, one of the tougher players to really pick their pocket, better ball defenders, ball handlers in the league. And then you turn around, not able to capitalize, at least for some points, or get a shot off even. But they will get a jump ball here on Schooler, so that will take a possession away from Tonganoxie as well. And again, for Schooler, like we mentioned, bringing it down just a little bit too low. In the hands of Pitzer. Now back over to Rutledge, coming up here to Sanders. Lets the 3-ball fly. Can't get the lucky bounce. And Schooler fighting for it underneath. Has it knocked loose. And it will be Chieftain basketball. I believe that was Rutledge flying in again. Maybe knocking that one out of her hands. Hendrickson bringing it across the timeline for Tongi. Minute and a half to go. 11-point lead for Tonganoxie. Baldock up top, one of the 5 starters to another starter. Shawnick, 3-ball, looking for her first. That one doesn't. Put back effort on the rebound for Schooler. That doesn't fall either.
She went right back up with it, though. I like that.
Looking inside. Baldock gets a hand on that one, able to knock it away.
Baldock did a nice job there.
Well, 4-on-4 here is you had Schooler get her feet tangled up on the other end, but it's not going to matter. Shawnick, too, will be the end result. I believe that was at the other end. Maybe Wicker. And Schooler got her feet tangled up with. Everyone's okay. Now coming in on a potential 10-second violation. Got to get it across here fast, and they do not do it in time. Was there a timeout called potentially? I don't believe so.
No, I guess not.
I thought maybe Coach Jamie Butler might have called a timeout trying to help her team, but she's going to hold on to her 4 timeouts right now.
I don't know what she's holding on to them for.
Later on in the game.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
You asked. This has been a first half that's just been plagued by turnovers for Paola. If they can find a way to turn it around in the second half, they can make something of a ball game out of this, and they've been able to force some turnovers here in the late few minutes of the second quarter as well.
Good hustle by Shawnick to knock it away from behind.
It's a Lola Canales again. Went off off a Chieftain. So the shot clock will be off 30.7 seconds. Paola can use all this time, take the final shot going into the locker room. The big 3-ball, it can take the Chieftain lead down to 10. Could be a big momentum spark for them. Kick out back by Sanders. 3-ball from Rutledge doesn't go. And the rebound by Shawnick. Bringing it up the floor.
Nice
up ahead
pass.
She goes to Addie Schooler. One of the best in the league at doing it. Getting back in transition. Schooler from Shawnick. Ball moving around. Trying to go down inside. Had it for a moment. Shawnick trying to wrestle it loose, and we will have a foul. Going to be called here on Alyssa. Fighting down low with Wicker. She took that entry pass, trying to go up strong with it. So Mazak in for Tonganoxie, and Amanda Pitzer back in for Paola. Inbound to be triggered here by Ketzer.
I like that move by Coach.
Catch and shoot by Pitzer off the glass. And that is how the first half comes to an end. So Paola able to get the last bucket. Tonganoxie with the lead 23-10. An exciting first half of action led by Alyssa Shawnick, finishing 12 points, and 10 of those coming in the first quarter. She's got her team up by 13. We'll break down this first half and more coming up in the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show when we return on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information and become a member today by visiting their website, TonganoxieBusinessAssociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be a breed-specific trim or an adorable cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities and space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Welcome back in here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. You're currently watching the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show. White Birch Properties and their team are ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or give them a call today at 913-417-1007 to speak to one of their fantastic and amazing agents to see how they can help you with your home today. So, halftime score right now, Chieftains up by 13. They just turned off the scoreboard here. I'm not too sure why. Thankfully, I got it on my phone. 23-10 is the score at half. I'll give you some of the numbers here before we break down into our analysis. We start with scoring. Leading all scorers with over on Tonganoxie is Alyssa Schoenig with 12 points. 10 of those coming in the first quarter, along with 5 steals. She's got 12 right now, 5 of 12 from the field at 42% shooting. 0 for 3 from downtown, but she's 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Go along with 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 6 steals. So far, she's hunting for that Midwest Carpet Center Player of the Games honors potentially at the end of this one. Rounding out, Maslak with 2, also with 3, and Addie Schooler with 6. All of those coming in the second quarter as far as points for Addie Schooler with 6 points, 5 rebounds. So we could be getting into double-double watch for both her and Schoenig in this second half. As for Paola, leading the scoring is a number 12, Amanda Pitzer with 12 points. Lola Canales and Brent Sanders each with a pair, along with Brenlyn Wicker. And that is all the scoring at this point for Paola. They haven't had any attempts at the free throw line neither. As far as turnovers, 8 in that first half for Tonganoxie, 14 for Paola. And let's start right there. That has been the big difference in this game for Paola. As we know Tongi, we talked about Schoenig, 6 steals, and Tongi's been able to create turnovers in other ways too, but for Paola, they had a really hard time, especially about that halfway through the first quarter on. They had a really rough stretch where it was about every time they had the basketball, they were turning it over to Tonganoxie. Weren't even able to get a possession set up to try to get a shot. and try to cut into this deficit that has built up now to 13 for Tonganoxie. But later in that second quarter, the offense for Tonga kind of cooled off. Paola was able to do a good job they were starting to force some turnovers, get some stops. So I think if you're sitting here, excuse me, if you're head coach Jimmy Butler right now at halftime, your team's down 13. Got to try to work on that. Obviously, priority number one, you got to take better care of the basketball going forward.
Yep.
But I think also here, if you're Paola, remember coming in 0-5, looking for that first win of the season. You're only down 13. Find a way to take better care of the basketball. I think they've had a better approach to Alyssa Schoenig in that second quarter. Find a way to keep slowing her down and have either Addie Schooler, Emerson Maslak, or somebody else for the Chieftains beat you. You come out in the second half and say, number one, we're going to take her away, let somebody else beat us. And if things can start to heat up, if they take better care of the basketball, get better possessions on offense for Paola, they're not necessarily out of this ball game yet.
Oh, no, there's still a lot of basketball to be played. But, yeah, I give a lot of credit to that trapping defense by the Chieftains that force a lot of those turnovers. The Panthers just have not handled that well at all. So, going forward, I think the same thing. I don't think you change anything on defense. The Chieftains did a really good job of attacking the rim and the paint. I think they need to continue to do that. That's been pretty successful for them. The key for them is just to hit their high percentage shots.
Yeah, that's about all you can really do moving forward in this game. Tonganoxie is trying to hold on to this 13-point lead. They will win their third straight game in a row if that is the case. They closed out the holiday break on a 2-game losing streak. They won here this past Friday against a really great Ottawa basketball team. Came all the way down to the final seconds, but able to win it by 3. They win double digits last night at Pleasant Ridge. Looking to do the same here tonight at home before going back on the road in Frontier League play at Spring Hill coming up this Thursday night.
That'll be a big test.
That will be a big test. Remember, Broncos coming in here earlier this year without Cindy Busher for pretty much the entirety of that game outside the final couple of minutes in the fourth quarter, able to beat the Chieftains. Tongi played a really great game. Maybe felt like that was one that got away. So they're gotta focus now, close out the Panthers, and then look forward to that contest on the road coming up on Thursday. We'll have the second half for you coming up between Paola and Tonganoxie. Game one of our doubleheader here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. You've been watching the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, April Air, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd. Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
And away we go here in the second half. 23-10 ball game. Chieftains with the lead. Paola had the lead a couple of times in the early goings of this one, early in the first quarter, but Chieftains have held on to lead since then. Haven't given it back since.
Nice
job. We start out with a nice jumper inside the free throw line. Catch and shoot for Kalia Baldock, her first bucket of the night. The assist to Farrah Halsa. Chieftains get the scoring started early, wasting very little time. And a missed three at the other end. Ball finds its way to Halsa. Fast and furious, we start here to start things in the second half. Maslak able to give it back to Halsa. Almost kind of got herself caught up in no man's land in a travel call.
Ball's not moving enough.
Now they get inside to Baldock, has the lone bucket thus far. Near corner three, Shawnick from Schooler does not go, but a long rebound track down for Halsa. And that's something for Paola. If you want to make a comeback in the second half, you got to find a way to get those boards. Second chance here for the Chieftains. Schooler, 6 points in the first half. Driving a kick out, Baldock extra pass, finding Maslak, knocked down. Ran over by Elizabeth Smale, number 14, maybe that's Ashlyn Katzer, Smale wearing number 4.
Emerson jumps up with a smile on her face. It's a good sign.
Saving this one from going out of bounds and just had to throw it back in, and the Panthers were right there. Turnover for the Chieftains on that possession. Here comes Small back the other way. Blocked by Schooler, ripped away by Small, fighting extra. But a great block from Schooler.
Yeah. No, nice pass and finish. Woo-hoo. Shawnick with that nice assist there.
That is going to be a connection that is going to be so fun to watch the rest of this year and all of next year as well.
You're just going to get better, folks.
Another turnover for Paola, starting to get upwards of 15+ in this game. And the lead for the Chieftains has now grown to 17, a 4-0 run. Shawnick now guarded by Catcher. Back to Halsa. She feeds it again to Maslak. Swinging it around for the Chieftains. Looking to penetrate. Shawnick does just that. A drive and a kick out to Maslak. Still 12 seconds and counting on the shot clock. Down inside. Baldock. Now they're catch and shoot. And another one that falls.
Baldock for 2.
They're going to get Shawnick for a foul there. Or who was that? Is that Shawnick? Yep.
That'll be the second of the game on Emerson Maslak.
It's on Maslak.
Like I said, that first half really clean as far as any fouls. It's the second for Maslak, and the only other Chieftain with a foul is Shawnick with her 1.
Now we've lost our score. Oh, now it's back. Scoreboard was blank there for a bit.
No. Trying to input the foul, the player number and foul total, and must have hit the wrong button. So Maslak, the only player for either team with 2 fouls. Everybody else with 1 or less. Canales feeling the pressure. 10 seconds piling up here for the Panthers. And this time, head coach Jamie Butler, you asked, what was she holding on to those timeouts for?
There you go.
That's for it right there, saving her team. A full timeout taken on the floor. Lead getting up to 20 for the Chieftains. We'll be back with more when we return.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information and become a member today by visiting their website, tonganoxiebusinessassociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
So wanted to come out of the timeout here, 29-10. Partner, I wanted to relay this to you. Obviously, you're the big wrestling guy between us, but Grace Steen, obviously we've called many matches for Grace Steen. She's the first in Lady Chieftain wrestling history to reach 100 career wins. She just surpassed that.
Varsity wins, yeah. That's
a couple nights ago. And
that's quite a milestone.
That is quite a milestone. And she's the first one to do it for this program, which that's going to be really special to her as both the wrestling programs here at Tonganoxie just continue to grow and develop. Paola, not too shabby of wrestling program they have themselves either, but as a former varsity wrestler yourself, I'm sure you can speak to how much hard work and dedication it takes to get 100 career varsity wins.
It's really difficult, but hats off to Grace. She's done a great job, and she's got a bright future.
So right out of the game, Maslak gets in there, able to cause the steal, and Shawnick able to finish it for 2 points for the Chieftains. Now the lead is 21.
This pressure defense by the Chieftains is just really causing problems for the Panthers.
At the elbow, fighting around, now passes it off. Small 3-ball, no good. Schooler with the board underneath and is...
Held that ball up high that time. I like it.
Takes a slight push from behind. They'll give the foul to Wicker. So that will be her second. Again, nobody in any kind of foul trouble, really near any foul trouble for either team.
It's actually been a pretty clean game.
This has been a really clean game, yes. Shawnick, another drive. Tried to pass it at the last second. Wicker closed it off, gets it back, and kisses it off the glass.
Okay. I can't get it inside. I'll just put it in.
So Shawnick with the board, assist to Wicker, if that's how you want to put that one in. Was trying to fit in that window to Schooler. Now Halsa with the takeaway from Canales. She stops, puts it up, can't get it to go. Baldock with the board. Chieftains now going to work in the paint. Schooler gets it to go.
Nice job, Addie. She's got to be getting close to 10. She is at 10, I think.
You would be correct, right at 10. Shawnick with 16, Schooler with 10. The top two scorers in the contest this far. Calling for it down low, they go her way. Wicker, Schooler right on top of her. 3-ball put up, does not go for Rutledge.
Doing a great job of protecting the rim is Addie. I'm going to call it on the floor. Alyssa wanted the N1.
She's not going to get it there.
But, coaches love that. She plays through the contact and actually finishes the shot. You got to love that.
It's a 12-0 Chieftain run to start this second half. Easy work for Schooler.
Oh. And you notice again, partner, she went right up with it with the ball over her head. Got to love it.
Just able to back down too much. Much more you can do there if you're Wicker.
Nope.
Trying to hold her ground. And this is quickly starting to look like the best performance of the year thus far for the Lady Chieftains. There have been games this year where this Lady Chieftain squad, they've been able to make the plays at the right time, and they've been able to make them. And there's another one made there by Addie Schooler through contact and a chance to finish it at the free throw line. My goodness.
A little scoop shot there to finish that up. Good. And she knew the foul was coming, so she did the right thing and just put the shot up and it went in. Now she's going to have a shot to make it a 3-point play.
Can't finish the 3-point play. Just kind of what I was getting to, though, is that we've seen this Lady Chieftain team. They've been able to win games by making plays at the right times when they've needed to make them. But I feel like tonight this has been a perfect example of outside of a couple minutes here and there where they've just been able to do everything perfectly. Executing well on defense and then turning it around and doing it well on the offense. Great ball movement, penetration inside. It's been Schooler and Shawnick that have been feasting in the paint tonight. as this team just continues to peak as they go along, starting to play really great basketball as we start to get into tournament week next week and into the final month as we get into February.
With another steal.
And is
and
fouled.
Go to the line.
That's Brent Sanders is saying you're going to have to earn them at the line. We're not going to give you any more easy free throws here. First foul of the game on Brent Sanders. 2 free throws coming up here for Alyssa Shonick. She knocked down the last 2 that she has made in this game for the free throw line. You got Weehee and Johnson set to check in for the Chieftains as well. As they make their way in, it'll be Schooler and Baldock. So replenishing players down low is Coach Eckert, giving his 2 starters a bit of a breather here.
Getting close to that running clock spread here.
Getting close. So Shonick 1 for 2 at the line. A rebound pulled in underneath by Small. Even 30-point lead for the Chieftains. Here's a running shot put up and able to draw contact on the shot. Amanda Pitzer is fouled, and that will be the 3rd of the game on Maslak. Again, only Chieftain in any sort of foul trouble there. 2 free throws on the way and able to make it on the front end, and now Maslak will be checked out. Chloe Hendrickson will check in for her. We got the second game of the doubleheader. The boys varsity matchup between Tonganoxie and Paola will be coming up after about 15 minutes of after the conclusion of this contest here. Smale going 2 for 2.
Nice
Good pass. Finds Weehee. Just can't get it to go. Took on some contact. And Smale able to find her way through.
Boy,
Weehee just can't finish.
That was a nice dish by Alyssa there.
Now Johnson gets a hand in there, able to knock that one loose. Some extra chippiness there. Still down here with the Panthers, trying to find that pass, and kind of got tripped up in a defender, able to walk with it. That's a travel turnover. Trying to work it over to that right wing. There's a Panther there ready to take the shot. They just couldn't get it over to her in time.
That was an unforced error there by the Chieftains.
Catch and shoot Canales. Johnson got a fingertip on that one. Now we'll keep it down here with Paola. Another block in the game. Schooler has one, and now Adlin Johnson can add one to the stat sheet tonight. As Wicker and Katzer will check in for Paola. Rutledge and Pitzer will check out. And it will be Katzer coming into the game. She will trigger the inbounds here for Paola. Lobbing it in, try to go catch and shoot. Another one tipped. Got a cluster of Chieftains down there, able to deflect that one out of bounds. In the corner, trying to go to Canales. Again, that's Shonick able to deflect that one out of bounds this time. 24 seconds on the shot clock, 2:23 go in the 3rd quarter. The game right now looks like it will be a Tonganoxie victory that would move them to 6-2 on the year and winners of 3 straight.
Nice job. Number 14.
This is Ashlyn Bruin, number 12, bringing it up the floor for Tongi. Handed off to Shonick. Now to Johnson. Had it bobbled for a moment. Now down low, Weehee on the entry. Able to give it back to Shonick. Going through multiple defenders. Had it stripped at the last second. Canales able to take it away from her. Jump ball will be called, and it will be Paola basketball. So Panthers able to get another stop thanks to their defense, taking a possession away from Tonganoxie, as we will welcome Maslak back into the game for the Chieftains, along with Pitzer for Paola. Ashlyn Bruin, number 12, a 5'7" freshman. First time we've been able to see her in action at the varsity level this year on Tonganoxie Sports Live. He's Gardner right now. It's Smale driving in, able to pass out of the double team. Hesitation, drive, can't get it to finish off the glass.
Shout out to the coach for getting these freshmen some time here.
Hendrickson doesn't get it to go. It looked like it was going to go down as soon as it left her hand, but just slightly offline.
Let that go.
And Bruin will do just exactly that. Chieftain basketball coming back. And again, I think you had made a point earlier. I think we might get to the point where they will turn the running clock on into the fourth quarter, and that I would imagine we will see Coach Eckert really get deep into his bench, start to take the varsity starters out and put freshmen like Bruin and kind of the more GV players that get a lot of minutes there, get them out on the varsity floor together, let them get some minutes in. We at the right elbow thought about taking the shot, hands to Johnson instead. Up through two Paola defenders, coming up short. And near the baseline, it looked like it was last off of Sanders, and the officials say that. So he'll stay here with Tonganoxie. 55.8 seconds left to go in the third. Bruin will inbound, finds it to Maslak over the head of Hendrickson, able to track it down at the half-court line on the logo. Maslak in the near side. Now Bruin baseline drive, faces a double team, back out. Maslak three ball at the right wing, can't bank it in. Shot clock was winding down. Everyone kind of paused for a second. It was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
that's an indication to me that Paola, they might not play with the shot clock at their high school.
Good defense.
That was kind of funny. Funny to see there. Again, shot clock being implemented in about half of high schools in 4A participating this year. Tonganoxie, one of the few Frontier League schools that are implementing it this year as well. We know Ottawa doesn't. Looks like Paola, just based off that reaction to the shot clock going off, I'm going to go on a limb and say they don't run the shot clock in their gym. Coming up 10 seconds, 5-second difference between game clock and shot clock, and a foul going to be tacked here to Johnson, getting into the personal bubble of Wicker, trying to get that ball loose.
A little too aggressive that time.
A little bit. As Katzer comes back in for the Panthers. Sanders heading over, triggered an inbound. Shot clock will be off. Now is able to save it, looking for some help, puts it on the floor and hands it off to Katzer. Now looking at the left elbow to Smell, down low, extra pass, and Hendrickson that time able to knock it out of the hands of Wicker. It'll still be Paola basketball, 3.2 seconds, so not a whole lot of time, not catch and shoot necessarily. But you got to draw something up as soon as you get it, get a look, get your shoulder squared. This is how they ended the second quarter, and that's how we're going to end the third quarter as well. A little catch and shoot on the inbounds. It will go for Brendan Wicker. 17-4 third quarter here. Chieftains outscoring the Panthers as we head to the fourth quarter. We will have the conclusion for you coming up here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain basketball. We'll be back in just a moment.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
Fourth and final quarter in this one. You have Shanek, Halsa, Schooler, Baldock, and Herrera, the five out here for the Chieftains. Imagine they're going to be playing on some fairly limited time here in the fourth quarter. Ball's in the hands of Shanek. Skips it over to Herrera near side, now to Baldock in the near corner.
Yeah, Chieftains in no hurry to penetrate that zone now, but here we go.
Little baseline drive for Herrera, still out on the perimeter. Shanek at the right wing, knocks it down. No hesitation as soon as she got that one in her hands, let it fly. We're getting close to single digits on the shot clock. And another possession of able to shave off quite a bit of time and end it with a big three ball from Shanek as she gets her first from downtown tonight. Lady Chieftains' dominant performance tonight. Now this one stripped by Shonick. It goes out of bounds, so it'll still be Panther basketball. Almost coming away with yet another steal.
Yeah, she has quick hands.
That would have been her 7th if she would have been able to hold on to that one. Canales open, near corner 3 on the inbounds, leaves it short. 3 ball has been ice cold tonight for Paola. And Herrera rebound, now back the other way come the Chieftains, looking to go back on the attack. Here is Herrera, had some space, kicks it out to Schooler.
Nice drive.
Just can't get it to fall.
I like the way she attacked the paint there.
Comes Halsa back the other way. Again, extra pass to Schooler. Tangled up. Baldock, 3. Schooler again.
Good job.
Just can't get it to go.
She works on that in practice and get those to go. She's going to be tough to handle in the paint.
So here comes next stoppage, and that's going to come right here. We're going to have pretty much a full line change coming in for the Chieftains. Kaylin Weehee, Chloe Hendrickson. I believe you also have Ashlyn Brune checking back in, number 12. And waiting to see the last one. You got number 30, Lauren Brewer, that will check in. So the night looks like it's over for Schooler, Halsa, Shonick, and Baldock being brought out of the game. A nice round of applause from the fans here inside of Chieftain Arena, rightfully so.
Yeah, well deserved.
Right, one of the best all-round performances at this point in the year for the starting team for the Chieftains. Everyone else has done a great job too, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to go down as a great win.
Nice pass.
Just able to get it. Another bucket for Wicker. The pass able to be fit into that tight window. Help defense couldn't get over in time to deflect it. So all 4 of those players checking in. Herrera was the one on the floor that stays out there for the Chieftains. Here she is on the drive and is tripped up on her way. And they'll give the foul to Yasmin Rutledge for her first. Each team with 1 team foul here in the 4th. Here's to Brewer, keeping that one low. Ball ripped out. Quick whistle coming in. It's Paola basketball nonetheless. I'm surprised he didn't let that one play out. That could be the steal for Smale, and probably had a good chance, able to finishing that for 2 at the other end. Chieftains about 3 points shy of that 30-point mark, so right now running clock will not be implemented. We'll still play out the remainder of this 4th quarter, just under 5.5 to go. Chieftain defense collapse, shot put up, no good. Second chance, rebound put up, and that one doesn't fall either. Tough luck for Wicker. Having to battle 2 or 3 white jerseys down in the paint. Now Brune getting that one taken away from behind by Rutledge. Got to be hearing the wolf calls there.
Yeah, your partner there has got to be saying, look behind.
Kick out, squares the shoulders up, 3 ball offline, ping-ponged around, and Brune comes away with the board for Tonganoxie. Near the baseline, saves to Weehee, wasn't quite expecting it, and she puts it up for 2. I think she just kind of thought that ball was going to go out of bounds, and it goes right back to her. You saw that half second of like, how about this gift? Able to put it in. At the halfway mark. Panthers back on the attack, trying to go down inside. Weehee right there, able to jump in the passing lane and take that one away. Hands it off to Herrera, bringing it across the timeline. And he got a whistle, and it will be just a quick timeout called on the floor here for head coach Austin Ecker. Want some time to try to talk something over. Chieftain Athletics tonight presented by Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Whether you want to take classes in high school or after graduation, KCC is in your backyard. Check out how college can help you at kckcc.edu. Kansas City, Kansas Community College, the official higher education partner of Tonganoxie Sports Live. Also by locally owned Crookham Construction, performing a wide variety of concrete construction and special project services throughout the area. They're hardworking people with small-town family values. Find more information at crookhamconstruction.com. It's been all Chieftains in this one here tonight. Had a 13-point lead going into halftime. And have outscored the Panthers 22-6 thus far in the second half. 3 minutes and change still to play out. Trying to work it down to Weehee. Deflected out. Wait, that was Katzer that got a hand on that one. Still Chieftain basketball. Got the Paola boys team coming out of the locker room. They'll watch this remaining 3 minutes, 38 seconds in the stands. We're coming on the field, on the court for warm-ups. I'm going back to August and September and October. Coming back on the football field. Goodness. Everybody's knocking the rust off coming out of the holiday breaks.
Yeah,
Players and referees, broadcasters, we're all doing it. We go through it together. Panthers able to keep the possession alive. Around for some options. Katzer able to find a Sanders. Catch and shoot. Long range 2, foot on the line, but that doesn't go. Bruin had it, off her sneaker, and collecting it. Come back over at Jasmine Hawkins Clement. Now Sanders underneath trying to save it. Got a little bit off balance, going to work on Brewer underneath. It stops the clock, a second over 3 minutes to go. As Adlin Johnson comes back in, Kaylin Weehee will check out. Johnson, nobody picked her up until pretty much she reached the top. Back in her hands now. Ball movement here for the Chieftains. Johnson, mid-range jump from the right elbow, does not fall. Trying to get the 3 ball to work, and it just has not tonight for Paola. I say, if that one would have gone down right after I said it, that's the ultimate announcer's jinx right there. That one, another. So pretty much where she took that last shot, right around that right elbow. Adlin Johnson, she buries it the second time around as we approach the 2-minute warning. Fighting hard for that ball. Johnson again, calling her name really a lot here in the fourth quarter for the Chieftains.
Good hands there.
Three, Hendrickson, rainbow shot. This does not go.
Plenty of arch on it.
Nearly grazing the rafters here inside of Chieftain Arena. Coming down to final moments of this game. Looks like the Chieftains, they're going to move to 6-2 on the year. Again, continue to stay right in the mix of everything as the Frontier League. Be the first time the Lady Chieftains have won a league title potentially, and we got to go quite a bit of ways in the history books. Pretty much back to that season 12 years ago is the last time I would have to guess. I don't have record books or anything pulled up in front of me right now, but my best guess is probably about that year.
Yeah, we do have the running clock now, partner.
Meanwhile, Paola will fall to 0-6. So they will move on. They should have a matchup coming up against Ottawa late this week, and then next week we'll go to Burlington for their tournament week. Should have 3 games coming up in Burlington in the Burlington Invitational Tournament. Meanwhile, the Chieftains will be here at home. The annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament be taking place here. Brackets should be coming out tomorrow. I'll be anxious to see the matchups for this Lady Chieftain squad.
Yeah, that's
always. They should be coming in with one of the top seeds.
Yeah, that's always a fun tournament.
We'll have the coverage for you here. We'll kick it off. The doubleheaders will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week. Again, follow along with us here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and also follow us at Varsity Sports Live on X, if you're on there, formerly known as Twitter, and also on the Tonganoxie Sports Live Facebook page to keep you up to date on tournament dates and times for broadcasts. Dominant for the Chieftains in this one. They win it by 30, 47-17. Their third straight win ties their longest winning streak on the year. They started out winning their first 3 games of the season before losing 2 straight. And they have responded by dropping the last 2 games of 2024 by winning their first 3 games in 2025. Great answer by Coach Eckert and his team. We will step aside. We'll give you final game stats and we'll announce our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game. It's probably not going to be a shocker when we return here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Welcome back in the Brothers Market post-game show. You check out the weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com. Brothers Market, where they treat you like family. Final score, game one of our doubleheader between Tonganoxie and Paola. 47-17, Chieftains with the win over the Panthers. Panthers now 0-6 this year. This was their first game in about, literally coming up on about a month or so for the Lady Panthers tonight, looking a little bit rough around the edges. 20-plus turnovers forced by Tonganoxie tonight, able to cash those in for points as well. A dominant 30-point win, and our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game, like I mentioned, probably not going to be a big surprise to much, but we will now announce our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game. Midwest Carpet Center, they have all your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great pricing. Family owned and operated. Stop by and see them today in downtown Tonganoxie or visit their website, MidwestCarpetCenter.com, to learn more. Like you mentioned, really two true candidates who you could give this honor to tonight because they played arguably their best games of the season.
No question. Of course, you got to go with Alyssa Schoenig as the player of the game, but I also like to give an honorable mention to Addie Schooler. I thought she's just getting better and better. She had scored double figures tonight, so shout out to her as well.
Yeah, again, so here's the numbers. We'll go with scoring for Tonga. You mentioned Shawnick and Schooler. Those were your top scorers. 20 points on the night for Shawnick, shooting 50% from the field, 8 of 16, 1 of 5 from downtown, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line to go along with 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 6 steals tonight for Alyssa. 14 points for Addie Schooler, 7 of 12 from the field, 58% on the night to go along with 6 rebounds and 1 assist and 1 block. So dominance from those two. Outside that, you had Kalia Baldock with 4, all those coming in the second half. Weehee, Maslak each with 2, Farrah Hulsa with 3, Adelaide Johnson with 2 points tonight as well. Point totals for the Panthers, Smale with 2, Wicker with 6. She led the scoring tonight for Paola. Pitzer with 4, and Sanders and Canales each with 2 apiece. So that is how the scoring shaked out tonight for both these two teams. Brothers Market post-game show. This is big for the Lady Chieftains because they are now starting to get to that point now. They're 6-2 on the year, and this is truly a point where they have not been in quite some time in this program. We go back to that last marking about 12 seasons ago, and outside of that, it has been a little bit of struggle for this program. First year under head coach Austin Eckert, he has stepped in. I don't think the work that he has done with this group of young ladies and what they have been able to accomplish thus far, it is nothing short of just spectacular what he's been able to do.
Well, and like we said so many times, partner, that the freshmen getting this varsity time, and you saw him do that a lot more in the second half too, was getting freshman time on the varsity because, it's paid dividends with Shawnick and Maslak and Addie Schooler and on and on. I mean, it's just been terrific, and it's only going to get better from here, folks.
And you got Adelaide Johnson now getting into the mix there.
Yeah, she's coming off and giving them good minutes. Yeah, you got to be excited for because you got Alyssa Shawnick. She's just a junior.
Yeah. So
and Addie Schooler will be back.
Yeah, this is shaping up to where the rest of this year and next year, it's really going to be your big window. I go back to 2020 and 2021 for the boys team when they really started making noise. They won their first league title in a quarter century and made a run all the way to the sub-state finals at Paola, and they really got their team together. That was when they had that group of Andrew Wilson being a junior, Blake Poggi and Heston Robbins, among others, Novotny being in there as well, Zane Novotny. It's just kind of when you get that group together, when they have the experience and the talent, and that's just kind of two things for Tongi, for this Lady Chieftains team in years past, where they've had a group of kids that have had the talent and just not necessarily the experience, or they've had the experience and hasn't quite had the talent. Now we're seeing that mesh together cohesively. It's been a process for the past 2 seasons under head coach Mitch Loomis, and now we're seeing it really come together this year under first-year head coach Austin Eckert. So it's going to be exciting to see how this team finishes this year and then even what they do next year. But we're enjoying 2024 and 2025 as much as we can. So another big test for the Lady Chieftains and a chance for revenge as well, as the only 2 teams to beat them this year, Spring Hill and Eudora. They will be on the road at Spring Hill coming up this Thursday night. That'll be a simulcast along with the Spring Hill Sports Live crew. Sending that game over here. BJ Harris and Curtis Kaiser will be on the call for that one. They'll take great care of you folks on Thursday night, but a good chance to go in on the road. You'll be facing a Broncos team, Cindy Busher. She is healthy, so she will be starting that game. There is no doubt, but you go back to when they faced off here at home. That was a game where the Chieftains had the Broncos on the ropes for the majority of that game, and there was some foul trouble and kind of missed opportunities at the end that really let the Broncos come away with the win, and Cindy Busher came in and helped seal that win in the final couple minutes. Now you have a chance to go on the road, avenge that loss, and more than likely in the tournament next week, because we know Eudora, boys and girls, will be participating in the basketball tournament here at Tongi next week. So there's a good chance in the span of the next 6-7 days you'll be able to face Spring Hill again, and you also get a chance to face Eudora again. So a chance to make up for those 2 early season losses in the hands of this Chieftain team, who looks like right now they're playing their best basketball of the year.
Yeah, no question. But I tell you what, partner, as you know as well as I do, that Spring Hill team is a different animal with her in there, with Busher in there.
Yeah,
holy cow.
Yeah, they are a completely different team, like you had mentioned. And Cindy Busher, she is in a league of her own, volleyball, basketball as well. I believe she's going to Washburn maybe to play
volleyball, I believe.
I believe, or something, but nonetheless, she's a tremendous athlete.
Yeah, she's just a great athlete. And you watch her play basketball and you think, holy cow, she could probably go somewhere with that too. But I've heard that her love is volleyball, and that's what she should pursue.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there on Thursday. Again, Lady Chieftains with a win 47-17, 30 even points over Frontier League rivals Paola Panthers. They are now 0-6. Lady Chieftains 6-2. We will step aside and get reset and get you ready for the boys matchup coming up here in a matter of moments between Tonganoxie and Paola when we return on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Community-minded and community-strong. That's what you get at Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community National offers big city amenities with the personalization of a small-town bank. They make banking easy with a 24-hour on-site ATM and mobile app that allows you to bank from anywhere. They offer great options on loans, checking and savings accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. Stop by and let their friendly staff serve you at 231 North Main Street in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Member FDIC.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. Where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit LaddServiceCo.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
This is your home for the Chieftains. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Kansas Insurance agents have years of industry experience. Learn more at kansasins.com.
Now trying to go in on Brock Vose. McRae gets by Schultz, puts a floater
there you go.
Off the glass and count the bucket.
Takeaway, Shonik deflecting the pass from Lane. She's on her. And count the bucket. What a big momentum swing.
That's John keeping the hip back, get behind him. Now can he lift him up and bring him down? Executed perfectly for Brady Martin. Trying to make it too risky, but he does turn it. Tyler Chris, can he get the pinfall?
He did! He does it! The young freshman is the 106 regional champion.
It's time for the Chieftains on your home for Tonganoxie High School athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live.
All right, getting set, ready for Game 2, doubleheader between Tonganoxie and Paola. Again, briefly back into the SNS Body pregame show. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at SNSAutoandBody.com. Call 913-369-3193 to learn more. So we got a Chieftain team coming in here tonight. A big win last night at Pleasant Ridge, putting up a season high in points, 74, as they win it 74-59 against the Rams. Third time that they have beaten the Rams in 3 seasons. A big win for head coach Kesey Simmons and his squad. Second win of the year for the Chieftains, taking on a 2-3 Paola squad coming into tonight. So 2-3 are the Panthers, 2-5 are the Chieftains. Should be very exciting in this one tonight. A pair of Frontier League schools going at it. Again, welcome our folks over at Paola Sports Live watching along with us tonight, as well as we are getting ready. Going to have the national anthem coming up here in just a few moments, and then we will have our Forever Fencing starting lineups coming up here in just a matter of moments, as we will step aside here for a moment on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
And help us honor America and those who serve it as the THS band plays our national anthem.
Done there, high school marching band led by Charles Van Middlesworth. Let's now get to our starting lineup side, brought to you by Forever Fencing.
Number 2, the 6'1" senior, Kate Cohey. For Tonganoxie, number 2, a 5'10" senior, Jason Bird. For Paola, number 3, the 6' senior, Jace Curley. For Tonganoxie, number 4, 6'2" senior, Alan Langford. For Paola, number 4, 6'3" senior, Micah Sanders. For Tonganoxie, number 13, the 6' senior, Noah Carlton. For Paola, number 21, a 6'5" junior, Hoyt Popeye. For Tonganoxie, number 23, a 5'11" senior, Lachlan McCray. For Paola, number 32, a 6'5" junior, Lane Popeye. And for Tonganoxie, number 24, a 6'2" senior, Owen Schmidt. Head coaches for tonight's game. For Paola, Ryan Oshel. For Tonganoxie, Casey Simmons.
First matchup between these pair of head coaches tonight, ready to get going. Again, game 2 of our doubleheader on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tip-off in the boys matchup brought to you by Lynch Real Estate, your hometown real estate company. They'll help you buy your next home and make your real estate dreams come true. Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust. Langford will meet with one of the Hoffine brothers in the middle. It'll be Lane. They'll jump it off for Paola. Both Hoffine brothers coming in listed 6'5" on the rosters. We know Tonganoxie, they notoriously have problems with teams that come in with that bit of height. The only tallest player for the Chieftains coming into this game, you got, I believe it would be
6'2".
Anthony Rowe coming in at 6'2", and just right there using the advantage. And Hoffine and Langford kind of
And the
little
Hoffine
light
twins
jabs at each other.
Hoffine twins are going to be twin towers in there tonight. See how the Chieftains can handle them.
So just like the Lady Panthers, and my goodness,
he lost it going up.
An easy shot inside. He might have maybe going up to dunk that, lost it on the transfer lane Hoffine, and that should have been 2-0 Panthers to start this game. And the Chieftains able to turn it over, and again, it's in the hands of Lane Hoffine. So a little bit of a rough few seconds here for him as his toe on the baseline. So he'll keep it down here with the Chieftains, but two bullets dodged there if you're Tonganoxie.
No doubt.
Lachlan McRae on the inbound, still wearing that mask after having that face injury in the offseason. It overshoots Byrne just a little bit, and it goes out of bounds, and that is how this game gets started for the Chieftains.
Ugly start so far, partner, for both teams.
And their best shooting night last night at Pleasant Ridge, shooting 53% from two-point range and just under 40 from downtown. Did the Chieftains. Most points put up this season was 74 in the win. Well defended by Langford. That shot no good. Ball's still loose. Getting on the ground on top of it is Caden Cohey, and he keeps it here with the Panthers now. Hoffine put the three ball up. That doesn't go, and Carlton coming away with the basketball. Up the floor he comes for Tonganoxie.
Good quick hands by him there.
Langford on a drive in the hands of McRae and turns it over, and McRae might have taken a shot to the face. Even with that protective mask, he could still kind of take a shot to the eye. Everything appears to be okay, but 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Chieftains. Still no points yet in this one. Hoffine almost taking it out of bounds. McRae trying to collect and beat Cohey to the ball. And a very kind of sloppy start to this game for both these teams thus far. As McRae comes out, Nolan McGuire comes in, our first pair of substitutions. Catch and shoot 3. That one from the near corner does not go for the other Hoffine brother. That's Hoyt. And now Schmidt bringing it up the floor. Had it bobbled for a moment. Carlton, shovel pass back to Schmidt. Nolan McGuire, second in team and shooting from downtown behind Jason Byrne. Both of them right around 36%. That one just offline for Jason.
Yeah, he was wide open. It seemed like he rushed that a little bit, but offensive foul?
Travel call.
Oh, travel.
Well, Lane Hoffine, little taken off his feet. Hardy making almost 4 turnovers between these two teams to start this one. Talon at least able to save it. Now Schmidt on the drive, blocked by Hoffine. I'm sure the first of many for him tonight.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. Chieftains struggling with length.
Sanders going down low to Hoffine, working through the double team, and there's our first points. Down low, Lane Hoffine.
Yeah, he did that through a double team too. That's pretty impressive.
Last time these two teams met inside Chieftain Arena a year ago, it was a classic, coming all the way down to the final seconds in a Tonganoxie win. Can we expect the same thing to happen here tonight? Panthers with the earlier advantage, 2-0. Byrne will try another 3, and that one goes down.
Yeah, there's Chieftains going to have a tough time scoring in the paint, I think. So they're going to need to hit some jumpers tonight.
As a team, shooting 29.4% from downtown. Jason Byrne able to take that one away. A steal for the Chieftains. Here he comes back the other way, trying to go off the glass, and he can't do it.
That's where that length comes into play. Another steal, though.
That was Hoffine with the board. Now Talon takes it away from him, back down the other end, and he is fouled by the other Hoffine. So Hoyt had his pocket picked, and it'll be Lane Hoffine that picks up the foul on the shot attempt by Talon.
Chieftains need to hit their free throws tonight, too, if they're going to combat this height situation. Langford short on his first attempt.
Talon will go 1 of 2. Chieftains now in front 4-2. Lachlan McRae coming back in. Talon Langford will get a breather. Still the same 5 out here for the Panthers in this game.
Chieftains are playing a zone, and they're collapsing.
Crowd trying to rally behind him, and that will silence the crowd more than anything. King Cody able to knock down that 3 ball, puts the Panthers back in front by 1. Now Carlton on the drive, runs into Hopfine, can't get it to finish, tip out, knocked it away from Cohey, back underneath to Carlton, nice feed from Jason Byrne.
Carlton just hustle and hustle there. He earned that bucket right there.
To say the least. Now Chieftains back in front by 1.
They're back. They're in the
Size advantage to Hoffine down underneath. He bumps into Carlton. Kind of, it looked like his foot might have went on the top of the sneaker of Carlton and kind of slid backwards. And my textbook, that is a travel. That's a tough way to get one. But that forces the stop as we have Stephen Bassett checking in for Paola along with Landon Murdoch, number 5 and number 13.
It's a good way to roll an ankle, too.
It is. Thankfully, that did not happen. Chieftains up by 1. Anthony Rowe, first time getting a hold of the basketball here in this game, finds Schmidt now to McGuire, lets it fly. Can't get it to go. And a rebound, fought for, but coming back the other way are the Panthers, fast and in a hurry. And that shot put up and good. Right off the bench comes Murdoch. And he makes the most of it, right back the other way. Are the Chieftains able to finish? Drive, Cohey, little too far underneath. Might have had that one knocked loose on his way in as well. McGuire controls as he hands to Carlton. Carlton driving a kick to Schmidt. Had the bucket at the last possession, and he is fouled on the drive. Give the foul to Hoyt Hoffine. As Isaac Hall will now check in for Paola.
Up to 2 6'5" guys on the bench. See if Chieftains can take advantage here. The Hoffine twins.
Jack Gilmore into the game first time tonight for the Chieftains. He gives to McRae, deep 3, straight away, cannot go. Gilmore fighting for the board. It comes colliding in with the body. And it looks like that will keep it at this end of the floor.
Fouls on Murdoch, his first, team's third.
And they will give the foul to Landon Murdoch on Gilmore, who had that board, took a shot to the chest as they collided with each other. 3 team fouls for Paola, none so far for Tonganoxie. McGuire getting around the screen for Carlton, and Carlton hitting the deck. He's run over. And that'll be an easy foul call. They will give that to Sanders as he just lowered the shoulder and ran right over Noah Carlton. Looks like me back in my rec basketball days.
Yeah, you were rec was right. With a W.
I was destined to play football, not basketball,
no question.
unfortunately. I love a good game of pickup, but if we're going to bring foul calls and stuff, I can't play.
Yeah.
There's a nice jump shot to left elbow for Lachlan McRae. Getting involved in the scoring early in this one, has his team up by 3. Bassett, nice feed underneath, knocked away. Still able to keep control, trying to finish it for the Panthers. That was Isaac Hall they were trying to get it to. Now Cohey looking for another 3, but it doesn't go. Back the other way, fast and furious. Blocks on the up and under attempt by McRae, and wisely he and Carlton will let that go out of bounds. They'll stay Chieftain basketball. The big block there for the Panthers. McRae on the inbound, finds it up near the top to rail, goes right back to Lachlan in the paint over Cohey, gets the lucky roll.
It's a nice soft shot. Goes down for Lachlan.
Gray 4 points so far in this opening quarter. Shot put up, somehow able to get that one to fall. Nicely done by Stephen Bassett. Through a couple of Chieftain defenders able to carry through, not take an extra step. Able to collect and finish it off the glass. Anthony Rowe from straightaway three. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Chieftains are heating up a little bit.
And a team on the season, the Chieftains, just 29% from three-point range. They've got a couple early on. Like you mentioned, with that height for Paola, that might be a way to combat that. Now this one, taken away. McRae up the floor. He goes to Gilmore. Lets Bassett fly by. Nicely done.
Nice assist by Lachlan and nice finish by Jet.
And just like that, a nice run for the Chieftains. Has them up 8, under 30 to go in the first quarter. Drive in, Murdoch has that one poked. That's Gilmore. And he will go back-to-back. Nicely done by Jet Gilmore coming off the bench in this one for the Chieftains. He's got quick 4 points and makes the Chieftain lead double figures, 19-9. And now Cohee is fouled on the drive.
Fouls on McRae, his first.
First foul of the game on Lachlan McRae. First team foul for the Chieftains as well.
32 Hoffine for the game.
As you will have Lane Hoffine checking back in for Paola. And a pair of substitutions for the Chieftains as well. Final seconds for Paola. Trying to end the first quarter with points. Bassett, the southpaw, a little too strong. And that shot no good after the horn anyways, plus the deflection. What a great end to that first quarter for the Chieftains as they head to the second with a 10-point lead, 19-9 over Paola. We'll be back with more later on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
So the timeout break. Chieftains with the basketball in the lead, 19-9. Talon Lakeford trying to make it 21-9, and he does just that, taking on some contact. And had some words to say after as well.
Yeah, and going over the 6'5" Hoffine.
Talon leading the way again. On the drive, he is fouled.
He's going to get that.
Yes, that can be against Lane. No, not against Lane.
No.
It'll be Micah Sanders. But that will be his second foul as well. And Chieftains with the win last night against Pleasant Ridge. They moved to 2-5 on the year, looking to go back-to-back with wins before going back on the road this Thursday at Spring Hill. Also defeating them earlier this year. Schmidt lets Hoffine fly by him, trying to find Carlton, but throws it instead to Sanders on the turnover. Panthers back the other way, in need of some buckets here, just trying to slow down this Chieftain momentum. Got Jace Curley into the game, trying to go down low to Hoffine. Great defense by
team, guys.
Carlton. And the Chieftains, after all that, come away with it. Yeah, Schmidt and Carlton diving after it, kind of collided with each other. Thankfully, nobody hurt. Talon from way downtown. Oh, my goodness, Talon Langford.
Talon's feeling it tonight.
He hit that one from Wyandotte. And a timeout on the floor. Chieftains cool, calm, and collected in this contest thus far. What a great start for the Chieftains. Jumping out on top of Paola. Man, oh man, Chieftain Athletics tonight presented by our friends over at Grounded Coffee House. Established in 2022, Grounded Coffee House serves great coffee with an even greater cause. To learn how you can help make a difference and to support, follow them on Facebook and check out their website, groundedcoffeehouse.tonganoxie.org. Looks like the Chieftains in the locker room might have taken a shot of espresso coming into this game. 24-9, and we talked about the size and length of Paola could really give the Chieftains some fits, and it looked like early on that's what obviously Paola was trying to do. They were creating turnovers or giving turnovers, but give credit to the Chieftains. They've been able to knock the shots out, especially from downtown for a team that's shooting under 30% on the year.
Yeah, and that's really been the difference in the game. But great hustle by the Chieftains. Noah Carlton and Lachlan McCray, I think, are playing two of their best games.
Scoring is really spread out right now. You got 4 of the 5 starters last night in double figures. And the team right now, 3 of 6, 50% to start this game from three-point range. We'll see if they can keep that pace up. That's going to be the big question. If that cools off, we'll see how this game turns around.
Yeah, you just hope they don't fall in love with that shot because they've done some good in the paint.
Back on the attack come the Panthers. Curley, that one left well short. I believe Talon, he might have gotten a fingernail on that one. As Jace Curley tried to answer with a long 3 of his own.
Yeah, I don't think Paola's coach is going to be real happy with that shot selection.
Head coach Ryan Oshel. Been with the Panthers for a few years now. Against first-time head coach for Tonganoxie, Casey Simmons. Straightaway 3, Lachlan buries it.
He was wide open. You know, if Paola's not going to guard the line, that'll help the shooting percentage.
Over 50% on the night from downtown now are the Chieftains. Nice move from Cody. Able to answer on the nice bucket. Able to pivot around, but still a pretty big Chieftain lead. Lachlan trying to go back to back, and he does. And Jace Curley could just shrug his shoulders. Nothing much more he could do there. The Dark Knight, Lachlan McRae, able to bury it. And good defense at the other end. You could tell, isn't he fired up?
He's fired up. You got to love it.
Woo.
Lachlan's such a nice kid, too.
He was battling that rolled ankle from the first game of the year against Lewisburg. You can tell he was slowly working his way in. Missed a couple of games even. Missed about a week of action. Now here's the takeaway. Gilmore, again, let defenders fly by. Blocked. Carlton on the cleanup. Able to put it back.
Boy, Noah has just been everywhere tonight.
But to finish that thought on Lachlan, I think we're starting to see him now kind of putting that ankle injury behind him, really starting to get into his normal game playing shape, and he's looking the part tonight, off to one of his best starts of the season. We got an A1 opportunity inside. The bucket's good for Micah Sanders.
Going to get that on Jet Gilmore.
First foul of the game for number 1, Jet Gilmore, as Jason Byrne will come in and take Jet out.
Well, that was a mismatch down there.
Good minutes early in this game for Jet Gilmore off the bench. So he will exit with 4 points, going 2 of 2 from the field, and now a takeaway for Paola. Had Schmidt hitting the deck.
He was trying to get into the paint and lost his footing.
Offline, little bit too strong.
Yeah, I think if you're Tonganoxie, you got to be okay with that shot selection by a Hoffine.
Yeah, Cohey on the board. He gives it right to Hall, so he finishes it for 2. Jason Byrne up and under, leaves it a little bit short. Offline on the rebound again. Cohey finished through contact. McRae trying to draw the charge, but not going to get it. And don't look now, but here come the Panthers on a little run of their own, making things a little bit closer. 32-18 the score now. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take you with them back here in 30 on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Inviting, connecting, serving, and growing. That's Grounded Coffee House in downtown Tonganoxie. Enjoy the best cup of coffee in town 6 days a week and pair it with freshly made from scratch pastries, muffins, cinnamon rolls, and so much more. Plus, check out their beautiful event center, Grace Hall. Perfect for your next gathering, celebration, wedding, and party. All profits go towards local and international charitable projects and organizations. Drink local, support local at Grounded Coffee House. Place your order for dine-in or carry-out at groundedcoffeehouse.tonganoxie.org.
A little run by the Panthers. It was once a Chieftain lead that was upwards of 20, now down to 14. Lachlan McRae looking for his third from downtown. That one coming up short. Sanders handed it off to Cohey, leading the way in scoring for Paola in this first half. Hands to Hall's also got a bucket. Sanders over Rowe, and they're going to call the foul on Anthony. Tried to play straight up defense there, but
yeah, that was pretty good defense by Anthony, but got a little bit of the arm, I think, when he went up.
Pretty bang call on the floor, but 2 free throws regardless for Micah Sanders. He misses on the front end for Paola. He's out there along with Cohey, Curley, Hall, and Hoffine. That's Hoyt Hoffine on the floor right now. Brother Lane on the bench for a breather. And Sanders goes 1 for 2 on that free throw trip. Chieftain lead still at 13. They have taken control after riding out the Paola Storm in the first couple of minutes in the first. In the hands of Rowe, now back to Talon. He hit a long-range 3, now back in the gut of Carlton. He's going to try to drive, hands off to Rowe, trying to go to work down low, but another kick out. Coming up, 8 seconds to count on the shot clock. Going to have to get something off here. Tight defense from Cohey on Byrne, one of the best three-point shooters. Just beyond the free throw line, can't bank that shot in. Had to get something up was Byrne. Not a bad look, just can't get it to fall. Rebound taken by Sanders. And a big bucket here for the Panthers could bring it to a 10-point lead for the Chieftains. They try to go underneath. Good defense getting in front. Jason Byrne able to take it away, trying to feed it to Sanders again. Carlton, hesitation through 3 defenders and able to bank it off the glass. Nicely done for Noah Carlton. Able to get by 1 defender, 2 defenders crashing in, couldn't get there in time. And Cohey able to get that to fall off the glass around McRae. Caden Cohey having a night, 9 points in this first half. Talon didn't dribble it in time. Takes a shot, some contact from Hoffine. Trying to dribble in, but there'll be a turnover for the Chieftains. 34-21. This has been the theme for Tongi. You look at their shooting percentages this season. They come out of the gates hot in the game. 54% in the first quarter. That dips down to 48% in the second.
Still not bad, though.
39% in the third, and then under 30% in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
so
that's recipe for letting the team get back in it.
Well, and we've seen it a lot of times, and there's another bucket there from Sanders. There's been a couple times where we've called games here in Chieftain Arena where they've had to lead at halftime and have seen that erased, and those losses against Spring Hill and Eudora. 2 possession-plus leads at halftime, wiped out in the second half, where this offense has been able to go ice cold. They started hot again in the first quarter, have cooled off a little bit here in the second, still playing very efficiently. And you're still up by 11, but now you got Paola starting to wake up. So that's going to be something to kind of keep your eye on as we move forward, especially in the second half, of how this Chieftain team comes out and responds. They got Cohey with the foul, 2 free throws for Talon.
This is the front end.
15th wire in the game for Tonganoxie.
What Talon took that strong to the rim, just challenging the defense to shut him down, and they fouled him.
79.2% as a team from the free throw line. Talon able to bury the second. Back to a 12-point lead. Paola can make it to 10 or possibly under double digits. They give it to a cutting. Cohey leaves it short on the rim, but underneath is Sanders. Able to take it away, and he is fouled. So 2 free throws after what looked like the Chieftains were able to get the stop after Cohey left it short at the rim on the drive. First foul of the game going to be picked up here for Schmidt. Sanders again back to the line and leaving it short. As Gilmore will come back in. Jason Byrne coming out for Tonganoxie. Both these teams looking forward to tournament week next week. Chieftains hanging around here, Tonga Invitational Basketball Tournament, and just like the Lady Panthers, the Panthers will also be going to Burlington to take place in the Wildcat Basketball Tournament. Tournament week, always a fun, entertaining week.
Mm-hmm.
Good cut by Talon. Little crossover. Able to get by and gliding through the air. He finishes for 2.
Yeah, no weak side help there by Paola, too, which helped open that lane.
Good give. Back to Bassett with the left hand. Gets it to go on the assist to Hoffine. Chieftains looking for an answer. Up 11. McGuire looking for his first bucket in this game. Lachlan pulls the trigger again. That one too strong. And they're going to get Schmidt with an over and back, trying to fight for that loose ball.
Yep.
You had 2 black jerseys sealing off that rebound, so trying to soar in there, and that picks up his second. Might make Coach Simmons scratch his head a little bit there, but just about a minute to go till halftime, so not the worst thing in the world, picking up foul number 2 there. Now have another whistle and another one against Tonganoxie. This will be a foul for Carleton. Now picks up his first personal.
Yeah, it wasn't a very kind of a chippy foul, but you got to keep your hands off of him.
That sends Lane Hoffine, the 6'5 junior, to the free throw line. And this is on the front end. That's the 15th foul, that last one for Carleton. So for what it's worth, the final 56.6 for Paola will be spent in the bonus. Both teams continue to make substitutions. Second free throw coming here for Hoffine. It's up in the air and good. So both teams kind of trading off 1 for 2 free throw trips tonight. Paola's been able to claw back in the second quarter, making a 10-point game. Talon's shot there partially deflected, coming back the other way for Paola. And that shot goes. So that one goes for Hoffine. The big fella able to knock it down.
Under 10 points now. It's an 8-point lead.
Four seconds between shot clock and game clock. In the hands of Byrne, guarded by Bassett, hands to Carleton. Hoffine there to greet him. Cohey on Langford. Man defense from the Panthers. Talon trying to get around him, closing in. He's got 3 jerseys around him, and that is how that was the shot clock going off. Carleton puts it up. He is fouled.
He'll go to the line for 3.
Thought when the initial horn went off that was the buzzer for the half. It was the shot clock. So Carleton, wise on his feet, able to collect, and 3 free throws coming up for him. As Lane Hoffine not happy with it, he picks up his second foul.
He got him on the arm, I think.
Oh, crazy ending sequence here in this contest. And they will call the Chieftains back in, so 0.5 seconds still on the clock. Free throws coming regardless, but Chieftains got to come down ready to try to box out. Now Coach Simmons just calling them back and saying, we'll just let whatever happens, happen. So free throws up here, 3 of them for Carleton. So he knocks down on the first attempt.
Big free throws there by Carleton.
Taking the lead now up to 10. Can he make it 11? Just cannot. So 2 of 3 that trip. 3 ball on the way from Cohey. Not good. Look out, front row cheerleaders. Nobody hurt there. So Tonganoxie, despite a valiant effort from Paola, outscoring the Chiefs. No, just both teams 20 points in the second quarter. So a 39-29 gain, 10-point lead for Tonga going into the half. We'll break it down and more coming up in the White Birch Property Realty League's halftime show when we return on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to SNS Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. SNS has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutions.ks.com for more information.
Again, the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show on Tonganoxie Sports Live. White Birch Properties and their team ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or give them a call at 913-417-1007 to speak with an agent today to see how they can help you with your home. 39-29 halftime score, a 10-point lead for the Tonganoxie Chieftains over the Paola Panthers, and what has been a pretty exciting first half. Both teams going with 20 points in the second quarter after the Chieftains outscoring the Panthers 19-9 in the first. Let's go through point totals first for Tonga. Like I said, pretty well spread out attack here thus far. You got Lachlan McRae leading the way in scoring with 10. Right behind him, Talon Langford with 9. Noah Carlton with 8, boosted by those free throws at the end. He made 2 of 3 after being fouled with 0.5 seconds to go in the second quarter. Jet Gilmore with 4, Jason Byrne with 3, and Owen Schmidt with 2, Anthony Rowe with the 3 as well. So you're sitting there at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Chieftains, and with a point, with a bucket or more in that first half, not too shabby if you're Coach Simmons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's Caden Cohey leading the scoring for them with 9 points, followed by Sanders with 7, Bassett with 4, Murdoch with 2, Hoffine, that's Lane Hoffine, with 5, and Isaac Hall with 2. So you got Hoyt Hoffine currently with no points. So Chieftain lead 39-29 at halftime, and it was kind of going the way of like a tale of 2 different quarters at that point. The Chieftains kind of dominating that first quarter. Second quarter, it really felt like the Panthers were in really good control, but also when you consider the Chieftains scored 20 to answer with them, so it's kind of basically a wash. So instead of a 20-point lead at halftime, it's a 10-point lead for Tonganoxie. So let's start with them first. You heard me kind of give you that nugget right before halftime about how the shooting percentages from the field, they drastically get worse in the second half for Tonganoxie. About, again, I think they start the game about around 54% mark in the first quarter, 48% in the second, and it drops down to 39% in the third quarter, and then 28.7% in the fourth quarter. And we have seen many times this year where the Chieftains have played strong in the first half, have struggled to find offense in the second half. So how do you think in the second half, what do they need to do better, or what do they need to keep doing to continue to find the success and hold on to this 10-point lead?
Well, I like the way that the Chieftains were still attacking the paint, even with the Hoffine brothers out there. They were able to get some high-quality shots. I hope they don't fall in love with that three-point line and just start chucking them up, because that could be a recipe to let the Panthers right back in this thing.
Yeah, and that's about the last thing you want to have happen if you're Tonganoxie, when you have just are starting to struggle and that's all you resort to is the three ball. I think they got to continue to try to keep getting it down inside. And look, for the most part, for the Hoffine brothers, and you imagine this isn't going to last this entire second half, but they kind of have struggled to get it really going in that first half. We saw the Panthers try to work it down low, take advantage, because the tallest player for Tonganoxie is 6'2", and Anthony Rowe. So you're giving 3 inches to two players that both are in the starting lineups. They tried to work it to him down low early, trying to take advantage of that size difference, but they just could not do it with causing turnovers and more stuff like that. So you imagine that's going to get turned around in the second half, but I'm still, if you're Tonganoxie, I would go after them. Maybe if you get one of them in foul trouble, and that can go your way as well.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to say, partner. If you're going to drive it, you drive it right at those big guys and try and make them foul you.
Really, outside of that, I'm looking at the turnover numbers right now, 5 for the Chieftains compared to 9 for the Panthers. So Tonganoxie finds themselves on the good end of that ratio as well. So I think you continue to take good care of the basketball in the second half, which again we have seen the Chieftains struggle with at times this year. Now currently sitting at 2-5. Continue to take better care of the basketball and just don't get too stuck. Don't get too one-dimensional on your offensive attack of trying to still work it inside and get some high percentage shots to go down. I think they're going to be hold on and they can work for back-to-back wins for the first time this season. That would be huge for this team if they could get it closed off going into that matchup this Thursday at Spring Hill. You see the Chieftains out on the floor. They're out of the locker room getting some warm-up shots in. Panthers will be coming out here in just a moment. About 2.5 minutes to go before the start of the second half. That's when we will return. Again, you've been watching the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Hi, do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay. Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie.
Community-minded and community-strong. That's what you get at Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community National offers big city amenities with the personalization of a small-town bank. They make banking easy with a 24-hour on-site ATM and mobile app that allows you to bank from anywhere. They offer great options on loans, checking and savings accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. Stop by and let their friendly staff serve you at 231 North Main Street in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Member FDIC.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
we're ready to start the third quarter. Chieftains ready to start the third quarter. Still no sign of the Panthers yet as we are final seconds trickling down here of halftime. And this is the first time that I have seen this where horns have sounded ready to go at a halftime and the opposing team not out of the locker room yet. That is quite something. So it must be a pretty long conversation between head coach Ryan Oshel and his team trying to get them ready to go. And I imagine, like,
is that going to be a technical foul?
I mean, I don't know. Now here they come. And that's just kind of what I was getting ready to lead into. I imagine somewhere in the rule book there has to be some kind of like delay of game penalty or something. And maybe that's what Coach Simmons is just asking about here. Again, I mean, it was just a few seconds, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I think they're going to let it go, and I'm pretty happy about that. And like, let's get ready to go, get the ball rolling here in the second half.
Still don't see the coaches.
Yeah, players are running the show right now. This is great. Why not? Let's go. Chase Curley. Well, maybe the coaches might be saying, stay in the locker room. We got this. That's a 3 ball. You get the scoring started. A 7-point lead for the Chieftains. Still no Ryan Oshel. His staff not out of the locker room yet. Hope everything's okay. Jason Byrne on a nice drive, able to get around Lane Hoffine. Now a takeaway. Lachlan McRae gets credit for the steal. Now back the other way. Good job by Cohee. Able to hustle down and block that one clean.
Yeah, I'd like to see Lachlan pump fake that and let the defenders go on by.
And still no sign. There's Coach Oshel. Making his way back over to the bench. So it looks like everybody from Paola that went into the locker room is all here and accounted for. We go on. Chieftains by 9. Lachlan trying to bounce past that one and ends up turning it over instead, right, to a Panther.
Yeah, they're double teaming the post there.
That's Hoyt Hoffine feeling the pressure. It's Carlton and Schmidt both doing good yeoman's work at the double team on Hoffine. We got a foul coming in late. That'll be the second of the game on Carlton. As Anthony Rowe will come in, Schmidt will come out first for Tonganoxie. Cohee to Curley, knocked down a 3 to get us started here in the third quarter. Ball now working its way in the hands of Micah Sanders, driving on Langford. Extra pass to Lane Hoffine, who lays it in on that left side for 2 points. Easy work underneath of Hoffine on Langford, and now the Chieftains turn this one over. A little miscommunication in placement. McRae trying to give it back to Langford. Instead, it goes out of bounds over on the near baseline near the scorer's table. And now all of a sudden, here come the Panthers. Had some good momentum going into the second quarter, and now have kept that same momentum with them here in the third as they now have it down to a 5-point game.
Nice little spin move there by Hoffine.
Nothing much more you can do there. Timeout called by Tonganoxie, and the Paola faithful making a travel here to Chieftain Arena, making themselves heard. Their team battling after a rough first quarter, and now all of a sudden have erased a 10-point halftime deficit, now only down by 5. We'll see how this game continues to go on. Looks like we got a great one on our hands. Tonganoxie basketball tonight presented in part by Wizard of Paws, Tonganoxie's family-owned pet grooming salon with a combined 48 years of experience. Schedule your pet's appointment today at wizardofpawstongi.com. Also by the Tonganoxie Public Library. Why pay for downloadable audiobooks when you can stream them for free with a Tonganoxie library card? Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. That went much better than the first time I tried to do that live read back before the start of the girls' game. My goodness. Appreciate everyone that's been following along with us tonight here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, as well as our friends over at Paola Sports Live. During tonight's simulcast, that is a nice drive and an even better finish for Talon Langford. Much needed bucket there for the Chieftains. Kind of ride out this onslaught of Paola points to open up this third quarter. This one tipped down, ricocheted around. It's in the hands of Jason Byrne as he will slow things down. Now to Lachlan, driving on the baseline. Chieftains kick it out to Byrne from Carlton. That doesn't go. Schmidt with the rebound. Second chance here. Trying to work around Hoffine, who tipped it out. He had both of them in the area. And after that, Langford able to get a hold of the basketball and puts it up for 2. So just like that, Chieftains answer with a quick 4-0 spurt. Take that lead back up to 9.
Good timeout by Coach.
Yes. Three on the way, far corner, does not go. Rebound by Sanders, goes up strong and finishes around Carlton. Nice performance he's been able to put together tonight for Paola. Lachlan, good drive all around that right side and cannot get it to fall. Not too courteous was the back of that rim. Rebound cleared out underneath by Hoyt Hoffine. 3-ball, Curley looking for his second, but he can't get it. Loose ball, Carlton coming down with it. Jump ball is called. Chieftain basketball regardless. I'm kind of surprised they came. They called the jump ball there on that one.
I was too. Nice job by Carlton there, the battle for it, though.
We have seen this crew. There were a couple times in the girls' game where there were kind of scenarios like that, and they did blow the whistle a little bit quicker on those jump ball scenarios, kind of showing it there again. Getting the bounce, and Chet Gilmore able to get that one to go over on the far side, able to roll around, takes a trip around the world, and goes in off the glass.
The Chieftains back by 10.
Good answer out of the timeout. And now Schmidt coming away with the steal on that left side. Blocked from behind, chased down by Hoyt Hoffine on the block. Gilmore knocked down to the ground. Him and Cohey fighting for that loose ball. And Cohey's going to pick up the foul. He picks up his second foul of the game. As McGuire in for the Chieftains along with Bassett in for Paola. About halfway through this third quarter. Lachlan wanted to take a shot there, hands it off to McGuire, guarded tightly by Sanders, almost knocking that ball loose. Coach Oshel wanting to travel there. Not going to get it. 4 minutes exactly now. McRae to Schmidt, working around to Carlton. 13 seconds to counting on the shot clock. McGuire near the top. Does not go from downtown, and the rebound eventually tracked down by Bassett. And a finish at the other end for Paola. Well, Hoffine gets the bucket there. Back to an 8-point lead for Tonganoxie. Panthers have been back within 5, but haven't gotten any closer. Now here's a takeaway. Trying to turn defense into offense. Hoffine and a little bit out of control there. Had to put a shot up and right back to him. Yeah. Foot on the baseline.
Yeah, Hoffine forced that. Ended up costing him.
Kind of looked like a baby deer trying to find their footing a little bit. You could tell it's not his game of trying to take it from half court and trying to give good effort nonetheless from Hoyt, but just could not get it to go. Bassett fighting for the board. It goes back to Hoffine, foot on the baseline, so back over to the Chieftains. Carlton attacking on that left side. Straight up defense. Easy block for Lane Hoffine. It goes out of bounds. To the State Chieftain basketball. Hoffine trying to plead his case, saying it was last off of Carlton. He can't believe the calls. Sanders coming back in. Hoyt Hoffine will come out. Lane Hoffine, he continuing to try to plead his case to anybody who's wanting to listen. He strongly believes that ball went out on Carlton. But Chieftains will inbound. Talon will trigger it. Approaching 3 to play in the third quarter. Head fake from Schmidt, hands to Gilmore. Leans into that 3. Got one to fall earlier, but he can't get that one to go. But the rebound underneath by Sanders. Up the floor come the Panthers. Still down 8. Coey dribble and is fouled on the reach in by Gilmore. Coey now fouled by Gilmore. Go down to the inbounds as he finds Bassett over on that far side. Panthers trying to keep the momentum on. Good, nice give and take, and a foul We're giving here, it's Emmett Blackmore, number 25, rocking a pretty sweet stash, too. So he got it down low to Hoffine, made a cut to the left post, and he gave it right back to him, did Hoffine. As Schmidt will now pick up his third foul. 2 free throws here for Emmett Blackmore. First time we've been able to call his name tonight. A little too strong on the first attempt at the line as Lachlan McRae back in for Owen Schmidt. Anthony Rowe back in as well for Jet Gilmore. Chieftains, after the first quarter, had a 10-point lead, worked their lead up to 20 points in the second quarter. Paola was able to trim it down to 10 going into halftime, had it down to as low as 5 points. And now it's back at 7. So Paola, they've just been kept at arm's reach in this game, but not really quite right back into it. Haven't gotten it down to a one-score game in quite some time. All the way back into the first quarter, you got to go for that. Ball moving here for the Chieftains. Rowe throwing it away, trying to go to Talon instead. He finds Sanders, the wrong number 4. And Micah Sanders, that shot attempt's not going to be good. Foul. So coming in late was Lane Hoffine. And right when the whistle was blowing, he was already working on soaring in through the air. A turnover for Talon, and they get the foul on Talon.
Chieftains fortunate that the Panthers aren't shooting very well from the line.
You got Hoyt checking in. He'll take out his brother Lane. Another free throw on the way for Sanders. Hard bounce off the back iron. Does not go. And
good
a rebound pulled down by Talon. Up the floor goes Lachlan. Wide open 3. Anthony Rowe does not go. Long rebound. Able to track it down. And now whistles underneath.
Get that on number 5, I think.
You would be correct on that. Stephen Bassett picks up the foul. Gray on the inbound, lobs it up, and is trying to go to Rowe. Nobody around. Hoffine slams it down.
Now it's back to 5-point lead for the Chieftains. Need a bucket here.
Costly turnover for the Chieftains, leading in a highlight-worthy play at the other end. Lead back to 5. Talon trying to change that. He'll have a chance to earn him at the line, taking a shot to the chops.
Good
on
job
the drive
by
in
Talon.
You had him drive it in on Cohey, and that is who they will give the foul to. That's the third of the game on Keaton Cohey. 2 free throws here for Talon, trying to build on this 5-point lead for the Chieftains as he knocks down the first. That could end up being the big difference in this game. That's been pretty closely contested outside of the first quarter of who makes the most of their free throws, and so far it has been advantage Chieftains.
They need to keep doing that.
Paola has had their fair share of looks, has not been able to knock them down. And that one falling off the rim for Talon. 1 for 2 that trip. 3 on the way from Cohey in that far corner, and he buries it. Letting the Chieftains know it on the way back up the floor, too. 1 possession game for the first time since the first quarter. Ball on the floor. Possession arrow to the Panthers. And they will get the ball back here. As good as a turnover for Tongi.
Yep.
And with 1:15 still to play here in the third, we have ourselves a ball game again. Hall checking back in, bringing out Bassett for Paola. You also have Landon Murdoch out there as well. He's got the ball, bringing it up the floor. Hall, Murdoch, Cohey, Sanders, and Hoyt Hoffine. 5 out for Paola. Here's to Cohey, driving in on Byrne, able to get around. Caden Cohey having a breakout night. Has his team within 1 on the back of a 14-point performance for Caden Cohey. Oh, give it back to him. Can't knock it down. McGuire had some ankles taken for a minute. Wasn't able to knock down that 3 extracurriculars after going on there. Tempers flaring. That's Carlton. He got tangled up underneath. I think Micah Sanders They'll give the foul to Carlton. They give. Did they get that one too? Okay,
Yeah, I was
there
gonna
we
say, we don't have a Murdoch on our team.
Landon Murdoch.
Oh.
And was nowhere really near that scuffle. So he'd be saying, what did I do?
Yeah, no kidding.
And that's the 5th team foul for Tonganoxie, so bonus free throws here.
Yeah, that's 44.8 seconds in the third.
And it will be Hall. Murdoch thought it was going to be him taking the free throws, but Hall will step in and do the honors. Isaac Hall from the line, and Paola continues to struggle.
Number 30, Rowe, into the game for Tonganoxie.
So Carlton, 3 personal fouls. He will get checked out for this remaining third quarter. Chieftains going to need him down the stretch. Anthony Rowe comes in to replace him. 49-48, Paola has battled back. Has been down as many as 20 points in this game. A chance to tie here at the line. 0 for 2 goes Hall. Mason Byrne on the rebound. Lachlan pull up. That one doesn't go. Pretty quick possession there for the Chieftains. That doesn't end in any points. And an offensive foul is the call there. Lachlan McRae setting the feet, no fear.
Yeah, nicely done there by Lachlan. Now they can hold for the last shot here.
And that's huge because that is the 4th foul on Caden Cohey. The guy that the Chieftains have not had an answer for pretty much this entire game. Picks up his 4th personal with only 1 more to give before he fouls out. Chieftains looking to take advantage with him being out for the time being. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds here in the third. Chieftains up by 1, looking to end on a high note. Tight defense on Byrne, hands it up top to Lachlan McRae. Down to Carlton, fakes to give to Langford, driving to kick out far side. McRae again, 4 seconds, fadeaways, jumper, no good. Carlton fighting for it in the hands of Hovey.
I'm telling you what.
Of Curley.
Carlton's playing his heart out tonight.
He's leaving it all out there right now, and they're going to need him. After 3 quarters, 49-48, Chieftains with the lead. Good effort from Paola here to make this thing a ball game. We'll be back with an exciting 4th quarter next on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Hi, do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay. Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
So here we go here. Paola outscoring the Chieftains in the third quarter. It was got it 19-10. And it starts with a nice drive and a finish. Lachlan McRae. Great answer at the other end for Paola.
Nice drive by Carlton. Oh, that was Langford, I'm sorry.
Back and forth between these two teams that started out here in quarter number 4. Underneath, and the finish, that's too easy for Lane Hoffine.
Yeah. Carlton just, he doesn't have a chance there. If he gets it that low on the blocks, it's going to be pretty tough.
Here to Carlton. Good pass. McRae cutting, able to get by Sanders and put it in for 2. Nice assist to Noah Carlton. Going stride for stride, these two teams. Right out of the gate, going up strong and fouled. Able to get that to Byrne. The foul on Sanders on the shot attempt. You got Carlton and Schmidt each with 3 fouls for the Chieftains. Nobody else with 2 or more. Really, the only person in any significant foul trouble is Caden Cohey, who is still on the bench for Paola with 4 fouls. And that would be serving right now is a huge loss for Paola, as he has been the straw that stirs the drink tonight for them. And he goes out of bounds last off of Panthers, so it was a big opportunity potentially to tie or take the lead off the missed free throw on those back end from Sanders. Stays a 2-point Chieftain lead. Looking to attack again. Langford. Deep 3 again, and he knocks it down. Sanders coming in at the last second, knocking him down to the floor. No whistles come in. So Talon, he's made a 3-ball deep, one from Wyandotte County, that one close to Douglas County. Or Jefferson, pick your poison, I don't care.
That was a huge 3 there by Langford.
The last foul, they initially gave it to Schmidt, but that would have been his 4th, but they gave it to McRae for his 2nd. Lane Hoffine at the line, knocking down the first attempt, second one through the air, and he buries it, 2 for 2. Very rare the Panthers have had that happen tonight for him at the free throw line. Back to a 1-score game, 58-55 here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We have been treated to a lot of fun here tonight, hoping this game can give us some more classic moments on Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's presented in part by Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Whether you want to take classes in high school or after graduation, KCC is in your backyard. Learn how college can help you today at kckc.edu. Also brought to you by Crookham Construction, performing a wide variety of concrete and construction special project services throughout the area. They're hardworking people with small-town family values. Find more information at crookhamconstruction.com. Both teams left with 3 timeouts down the stretch of this game. 5:48 to go in regulation. And how about the fight seen tonight from Paola? 2-3 on the year. Chieftains 2-5. So both these teams still trying to still have something to fight for. Closing down this second half of the season, looking to finish strong. And for the Panthers, as there's a takeaway from Sanders, taking that one from Talon. Costly turnover here for the Chieftains. Panthers get tie on this possession, being down by as many as 20 at one point in this game. Now battled back. They've been within 1, but haven't been able to tie or retake the lead.
Oh, they're going to call a block on. We're going to get Smith, I think, on that.
And that will be number 4 for Owen. Coach Simmons can just shake his head, trying to plead his case, but he's got to bring Noel McGuire in for Owen Schmidt, who will check out. We'll see how long they keep him on the bench, just remaining 5:21. Caden Cohey still has not checked into this fourth quarter for Paola with his 4 personal fouls. Extra pass, Hoffine out to Sanders, 3-ball, leaves it short underneath the rebound for McGuire. Under 5 to play. In the hands of Carlton, skips it over to Langford, now hands to McRae. Up near the logo, looking over to Simmons. They get the offense set up. Going to attack on the right side, met by Curley, kicks it out, and Curley will pick up the foul this time as he hits the deck. McRae, he'll trigger the inbounds here for Tongi. 4:46 to go. Now the officials will get together wanting to talk something over there. Very brief conversation, about a second or two. Lachlan on the inbound, looking for options. Finds it to Carlton underneath, able to get around Hoffine.
Wow.
It puts it up for 2.
Nice find by Lachlan. Great finish by Carlton there.
Did not even have a half second to collect, or Hoffine would have been there to swat it away. Well done, well executed by the Chieftains. There's Lane Hoffine down at the other end, able to answer the Carlton bucket. Chieftains almost throwing this one away. That was Murdoch that almost got that one away from Byrne. Langford, step back, hands to Carlton. Thought he might have pulled the trigger there. Carlton somehow finds McGuire coming over. Late was Hoffine. Falls down. Possession arrow in their pocket, but
he called a timeout.
He will call that timeout. He wants to keep that possession arrow in favor of Paola. And Hoyt Hoffine coming out of nowhere. We saw Carlton take the nice feed from McRae and finish underneath. Carlton found McGuire. And Hoffine just came and, like LeBron James, trapped it on the backboard. Fell on top of it on the court. We'll go ahead and keep it here. And I mean, let's just talk about this game we've been seeing tonight. What a great one.
It really has been. And as we know, the Chieftains sometimes come out a little sluggish in the second half, and that's not the case tonight. They've come out ready to play.
We've seen the Panthers been able to find their stride. They've played it much closer from the first quarter on. But Tongi has led the entirety of this game since they took about their lead. They kind of traded off 1-point leads. We were getting things going 3-4 minutes, about halfway through the first quarter. Since then, Chieftains have had the lead and have been in control. Their lead has not been double figures for the better part of the second half. It's now down to 3. Hoffine underneath, off the glass. Now it's down to 1. Lachlan going down on the floor, hitting his head. He's okay. Now Chieftains looking to answer. This is what they've been so good at tonight, is when Paola's been able to get it close to threatening to take the lead or tied. Tongi's been able to answer at the offensive end. Defenders switching on Talon. Has to give it off to McGuire. Now back to Lachlan McRae. Long three. Doesn't go.
Yeah, way too far out.
Now fighting for it. Carlton, great effort he has shown tonight. Can't get that one away from Sanders. Hoyt Hoffine, a kick out. Lane Murdoch, that one goes! Landon Murdoch, a big 3 for the Panthers as he knocks it down, gives a kiss to the Paola crowd, and they retake the lead by 2. And now Murdoch in the middle of it again. Jump ball, and thanks to that timeout earlier from Coach Oshel, it'll be Paola basketball. What a big sequence there for Landon Murdoch, the 5'6" freshman.
Yeah, Cohee's back in the game for Paola.
Joining Murdoch, Sanders, both the Hoffine brothers. In the hands of Hoyt. Now the Sanders swinging around Cohee. First time in this in the fourth quarter. Dishes out to Sanders down low. Trying to feed it to Lane Hoffine. And he'll stay at this end. Paola crowd wanted a foul on Byrne. He thought he got wrapped around the waist of Cohee before he sliced into the lane and kicked it out. We'll have an inbounds here instead. Cohee will trigger it in. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 2:36 to go in the game. Panthers, their first lead, up by 2 for the first time since the first quarter. Hoffine going around McGuire. Can't finish at the rim. Gets his own rebound. Talon rips it away. And it'll be Chieftain basketball as it looks like we're going to have a foul call coming in on Hoffine.
Yep. Good hustle there by Talon Langford. My gosh.
Third personal against Lane Hoffine. Chieftains looking to tie, could take the lead by 1 with a 3 ball. This one blocked from behind by Sanders on the shot from Talon. He's going to bring it back the other way. Sanders between the legs, kick out. Hoyt Hoffine trying to find Cohee, throws it behind him. Here come the Chieftains Cohee's got to be careful, and McRae will lay it in over him. You had to be very cautious there if you were Cohee not to foul and foul out of the game. And we are tied even at 62 apiece. Murdoch skips it, pull up. Cohee is good.
That young man has ice water in his veins.
16 points tonight for Caden Cohee, just behind Talon Langford, leading all scorers with 19 points. And that last one from Cohee gives his team the lead, 64-62, 1:37 to go in the game. You're not going to want to miss the end of this one. We'll have it for you when we return on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
What an exciting finish we have coming up here. 64-62. THS Pep Band led by Charles Van Middlesworth doing everything they can, trying to get people fired up in this gym here tonight. No better way to spend a Tuesday in the Frontier League. These two teams have been going at it. And for Tonganoxie, led by as many as 20 points in this game, now down by 2. 1:37 to go, getting into crunch time. And an over and back call on this inbounds for Tongi, and that's a huge empty possession. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that hurt.
Ball back over to Paola. And with a bucket here, can make it a 2-possession lead. They give it to their man, Caden Cohee, 16 points on the night. Leading scorer for Paola.
Set the majority of that third period on the bench too.
And a good portion of this fourth on the bench as well.
Yeah.
Into third and into the fourth was Cohee on the bench, not out there for Paola. Coach Oshel preserving him for these final moments, crunch time when they're going to need him the most. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hoffine driving in, fadeaway for the big fella, too strong, and McGuire there for the board. Big possession here for the Chieftains, under a minute. McRae on the drive, goes up with the right hand and able to finish it.
Nice drive and finish by Lachlan there.
2 timeouts for both teams. You best believe in this final 40 seconds, all 4 of those timeouts are probably going to be taken. Down low, Hoffine. Hands off to Sanders, and he's fouled by Carlton.
Is that 4 on Carlton?
That is the 4th personal on Noah. 14 fouls for the Chieftains, 2 for the Paola Panthers. That's going to be important to keep in mind. So 1 more foul for Tongi puts Paola in the bonus. Paola still with 3 to give, before the Chieftains would be put in the bonus. 33.4 seconds. Coach Oshel is going to take 1 of his 2 remaining timeouts here. And we will step aside and take it with them. Exciting one coming down to the end here on Tongi Sports Live.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be to breed-specific trim or an adorable, cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities in space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stos with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Yeah, you can bet that Paola is going to try and get this ball inside one of the big guys.
Finding it to Curley. Sanders now rifles it to Hoyt Hoffman, hands to his brother Lane. Final under 30 seconds, and Coey trying to save it.
Call timeout. Call timeout.
And that's exactly what Lachlan McRae does, and that one was bobbled, trying to find it. Coey tried to save it on the baseline. He throws it in, and right there was Lachlan McRae, so he takes it away. 21.7 seconds to go in regulation.
I think you hold this for the last shot and try and win it.
I think, I'd agree with that. Could very well be staring down the barrel of a overtime. We haven't had all too many overtime basketball games here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. I'm trying to remember when's the last one that we would have done, but I cannot remember one. For as long as we've been doing this, we've had since 2020 to be doing this. That's saying something. We've had a lot of close games, a lot of close one-score games coming down to the end. The final shot at the buzzer, which, again, it still could be here tonight. I know our folks over at Spring Hill Sports Live, they just had an instance. First game out of the winter break at right back on January 3rd. That was a Friday where they were down by 3 against Eudora, and they had a 3 banked in at the buzzer, sent it into overtime. So I don't know. Maybe we can have a big shot put in here by either of these teams tonight. We'll see what happens. Coach is coming out of the timeout huddle. 21.7 seconds to work with.
Who do you think's taking the shot?
I think tonight you're looking at who's got the hot hand for Tonga. You got Talon Langford with 19, Lachlan McRae with 18. It's really tough taking the ball out of one of their hands. You still have Jason Byrne out there, your best 3-ball shooter, but you just need if you take it down to the end, you're tied, so you just need a 2 to win it. I want to see Talon or Lachlan drive it in and either finish it for 2 or get fouled and maybe a chance to earn it at the line. It's in the hands of McRae right now. Trying to drive around Curley, slings it, far corner 3. On the way, does not go. And here we go, extra free basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live. That 3-ball would have been for the win on Jason Byrne, coming up just a little bit short. Another first for you and I. Here we go. 5th quarter, free basketball coming up on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, April Air, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
A little bit extra drama, a little bit extra there.
Well, we got some extra drama tonight.
This is not the 4th quarter. This is overtime that we are now in. Tied at 64, so they put 4 minutes up on the board. And we basically just play this out like there's 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. And here we go in this one. Panthers came out, erased a 10-point deficit at halftime, outscoring the Chieftains 19-10 in the 3rd quarter, and they ended the 4th quarter outscoring the Chieftains by a point, 16-15, to force overtime. The 3-ball came in the far corner from Jason Byrne as the end of regulation was not good, left it short. Both teams come up empty on their first possessions in overtime.
Yeah, Cohey was a little bit too far under the basket. Then he was pleading for a foul, which he didn't get.
We do have some players in foul trouble. Carlton taking that one in. Offensive foul is going to be called, and he was one of the guys. He's got 4.
Yeah.
Does Carlton, so
that was a gamble.
That's a big break, but standing in the way of Lane Hoffine. That's the 4th foul of the game on Hoffine, Lane Hoffine. McRae dribbling in, fouled. I think they're going to get that one on Jace Curley. Now going over to the scores table. Official scorekeeper calling the attention over to the official, wanting to double check a couple of things. Again, so Jace Curley picks it up. So again, you got Caden Cohey and now Lane Hoffine with 4 fouls for Paola. Carlton and Owen Schmidt with 4 fouls for Tonganoxie. So those are the 4 total players, 2 of each team to keep in mind here. If they pick up another foul, they will exit this game. Good drive, quick finish from Talon Langford.
No fear, going right in there after the big guys.
Chieftains back in front by 2. Underneath. There's the 5th foul.
I like that foul, though. You got to make him earn it at the line.
And Carlton just bent over his knees right now, looking over at Coach Simmons, just kind of sharing a smile, because I think they kind of share the same thing of Carlton believing he got all ball there, and if you're Coach Simmons, even with the foul picked up there, they'll play the remainder of this game without Noah Carlton. Noah McGuire checks in for him. I think, again, if you're Coach Simmons, you're okay with that, because now you got to make the big fella earn him at the line here.
Yeah, I think so too.
On the way for Hoffine, able to knock down the first attempt. Looking for another tie. He knocks them both down. Lane Hoffine now up 17 points tonight. In the hands of Talon, trying to get it around Sanders. Knocked away from behind. It goes off the backboard and out of bounds. Big call here. It'll stay here with the Chieftains. That was Sanders, I believe, that got around and knocked that loose on Talon as he was driving in through the lane. Going off near the top of the backboard. 66 all. McRae looking for an option. Far corner. Head fake from Schmidt. Driving in. Open on the left side.
Oh,
Can't
he missed
get it
it
to go.
Oh, doggone it.
Looked like it was going to be Chieftains back in front by 2. Instead, it falls off the rim. Paola back on the attack. A chance to take the lead. Curley with the handoff to Sanders, drives in. Offensive foul called on the drive-in. And again, another gamble with Owen Schmidt with 4 personal fouls, but he stood his ground. Another charge drawn here by the Chieftains. The first one was for Carlton. He's now fouled out. And that one from Schmidt, a big one. Looking to break this tie about halfway through overtime. McRae, big 3. Can't bank it in. And a rebound underneath by Hoffine. Cohey, bad pass. McGuire taking it back the other way. Might slow down, wait for help. Attacks at Cohey, and he lays it in. Smart play there from McGuire, knowing that Cohey with 1 foul before he fouls out of the game, attacks right at him. Big pull-up. Does not go.
Yeah, run some clock.
Chieftains a 2-point lead.
Get it under a minute before you trigger.
They have 25 seconds and counting on the shot clock, and they throw it away. Oh, and a big mistake here by the Chieftains. Talon trying to, looking in the direction. You had Jason Byrne over there, as I believe, who he was trying to get it to. But instead of coming back up near the top of the logo, he went back like he was cutting into the lane. And a costly turnover. And a timeout going to be taken here, Coach Oschel. Both teams with 1 timeout in the overtime period. 1:12 to go. Chieftains in front, 68-66, trying to hold on. Win their third game of the year and second game in a row. Let's see if they can close it out when we return on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Boy, this has been nothing short of a thriller here tonight. Chieftains up by 2. Panthers with the basketball. Trying to capitalize on that turnover by the Chieftains. A 2 to tie, a 3 to lead by 1. In the hands of Cohey. The big scoring threat tonight for the Panthers outside of Lane Hoffine. Sanders bringing it around. He's got some good minutes tonight and gets a friendly roll. It felt like it was up there for an eternity, but it falls in on the drive and finish for Micah Sanders. Tied again at 68. And now another turnover is going to be forced here. Jason Byrne again. Just took about a step too early before he put it on the floor. Travel is the call. $14 turnovers for Tonganoxie tonight, 13 for Paola. Tongi bench trying to get loud, rally behind their defense and help them out. Under 30 to go in overtime. Could we be going to a double overtime? Hoffine down low to his brother. Hoyt to Lane. Lane Hoffine for the lead. And a timeout coming in by Coach Simmons as the Panthers, quick little 4-0 run, have retaken the lead 70-68. Again, down by as many as 20 points at one point in this game. Down by 10 at halftime. Have forced overtime and now have the Chieftains on the ropes. 14 seconds. Final possession coming up here for Tonganoxie, you would assume. And now the question here is that if you're Coach Simmons and this team right now, 14 seconds, you're down by 2. Are you drawing up here? Are you going for another tie?
No, I'm going for the win at home.
So what are you drawing it up for? You need a 3.
Well, he had, was it Jason Byrne shot it last time?
Jason Byrne, he's the one that had it at the end of regulation. By percentage-wise, he is the best three-point shooter. It's him and Nolan McGuire, right? Nolan's like 36.1%, and Burns coming in at 36.8% on the year. So it's kind of a toss-up between these two. Gilmore tonight, 3 of 4 from downtown. I'm just giving numbers. I'm not, looking at who's out there, but of the options you do have out there, you got Talon tonight from downtown. He's made some big ones, 2 of 2 from downtown. They've had long-range threes. You've had Lachlan McRae, 2 of 6. Owen Schmidt hasn't attempted a 3-ball tonight.
I think I put it in the seniors' hands.
Jason Byrne, 1 of 3. Yeah. See what happens here.
I think I'd let Talon trigger it.
It's in the hands of McRae. Are they going to go for the tie or the lead? Driving in like they want to go for the tie. Jason Byrne able to kiss it off the glass. Nicely done by Jason Byrne. 4.5 seconds remaining. And the Chieftains, nicely done. Jason Byrne on the drive on the right side, able to kiss it high off the glass.
That goes to show you why I'm not a head coach. Although 4.5 seconds is enough time to.
That is a long time.
Get a good shot up.
Indeed. We'll go ahead and keep it here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We will have the Brothers Market postgame show coming up. Could be in a few moments. It could be later on. Depends if we have another overtime on tap or not. We are still tied at 70. Need a big defensive stand here if you're Tonganoxie. Now we flip the question over for the Paola fans watching along with us. Who are you drawing in the playoff for here? 4.5 to go in a game. Any score can win it for you.
Cohee.
No doubt.
Takes the shot for me if I'm Paola.
16 points on the night for Caden Cohee. Lane Hoffine leading scorer now with 19. He has erupted in the second half after a slow start for him in the first half. One thing you cannot do here if you're the Chieftains is foul.
Nope. Both teams in the bonus.
Chieftains going to be bringing a little bit of pressure. Cohee, both the Hoffine, Sanders, and Curley, the 5 out for the Panthers.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to make them start running clock.
Inbounds is in. It's in the hands of Hoffine, holding on to it for a bit here. He's going to have to take the shot. Good if it goes, and it does not from half court. Nolan McGuire leaving his feet, but wisely not getting close enough to get in the way of Hoffine to foul him.
Double overtime.
More free basketball coming up. Why not? What else you want to do on a Tuesday night? Let's call a double overtime game on Tonganoxie Sports Live. One overtime is not enough. 70 apiece. More basketball coming up on the other side.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
I mean, I'm not sure. What more could you ask for?
Oh, man. This has been awesome.
Tonight. This has been such an entertaining game, full of drama. If you stopped watching us after the first quarter, you might have thought that Tongi would have ran away with this thing, and you were looking good on that for about a half or so. Tongi, their largest lead at 20, was taken down to 10 at halftime, and the Panthers have battled back in the second half, and now, of course, now we go into double overtime, and it starts out with the Panthers getting the bucket first. Lane Hoffine again, feeding the big fella. Both teams scoring 6 points in the first overtime period. Panthers in front by 2 now. Chieftains on their last possession took it down to 4.5 seconds. The tie was made by Jason Byrne, as that 3 ball is no good for Nolan McGuire. And a travel call, big one. All the Chieftain fans here in the arena erupting in unison, wanting to call there, and they get it. We mentioned turnovers in this game. They have been piling up for both teams. Again, 14 for Tonganoxie and 14 now for Paola. Pretty fitting for two teams that are tied in just about every other category, including the score as we go into overtime. Panthers currently in front by 2. McRae trying to tie it there, and he can't do it. Tough contested shot through 2 defenders. Sanders on McGuire. Shot doesn't go. Gets his own putback. That one doesn't go either, and he's fouling from behind. McRae, I believe that's who they're going to get it to, as he came in, made contact in the back of Sanders. Bonus is still in effect for both of these teams, as Lachlan will pick up his 3rd personal foul, sending Micah Sanders to the free throw line. Knocks down the first. Largest lead in the overtime periods for Paola at 3, looking to make it a 2-possession lead. Big free throw coming up here for Micah Sanders. And he knocks them both down. So how about that for Paola, who struggled early in this game from the free throw line. Have made them when they needed them the most. Lachlan McRae, that 3 falls off. And each empty possession looming heavier and heavier on the Chieftains as they look up on the clock, continuing to melt away. Paola now up by 4. And a bucket here could really take the wind out of the sails of the Chieftains. Hoffine trying to back down. Byrne coming in, and he's going to get called for the foul. He can't believe it. Wanted the jump ball instead. He's fouled his second personal. And Lane Hoffine back to the free throw line. He's made some clutch ones down the stretch. And he continues it here in overtime. Panthers have not played a game before the break since back in December. They were supposed to play a couple of games this past week that were postponed due to the inclement weather coming in. Hanging in tough here with the Chieftains. Another missed three, that one from McGuire. McGray gets the board, and they're going to say he is fouled.
Fouls on 21, Hoffine, his second. McRae at the line, shooting 2 shots.
And they get the foul, which Hoffine, they give it to Hoyt Hoffine. Non-negotiable, need these 2 free throws here from Lachlan McRae.
No question.
As all of Chieftain Arena goes silent, and he comes up short on the first attempt. Tonganoxie currently trying to do everything they can to not win this game in the double overtime period. Second one on the way, he knocks that one down, going 1 for 2 on that trip. Still a 4-point lead for the Panthers as Byrne will be checked out. Jet Gilmore will check in, see if Simmons is doing that for the defensive presence that Jet Gilmore can provide. Chieftains looking to get a stop. Panthers looking to potentially seal this game in overtime, a double overtime to be exact. In the hands of Cohey. Now Hoyt Hoffine has his bird Lane calling for it. Feeds it to him and walks with it. That's been the biggest trouble when they can get it down low and you get Lane Hoffine knocking around with the body down low for the Chieftains. Kind of get him off balance a little bit, takes that extra stagger step and travels are called. Shuffles the feet. That's just right on cue. Gilmore out, Byrne back in for the Chieftains. Down by 4. Don't need a 3 here if you're the Chieftains, but definitely need some points.
Yeah, you got to score here.
Talon, big 3, left it short. And Sanders ain't got a piece of that. Talon's looking around for a whistle. He's not going to get it. Ball still loose, and Byrne flying in, hitting Curley pretty hard. Cohey still controls. What a sequence here. And a timeout will be called here by Paola. Curley and Jason Byrne collided hard. Going for that loose ball.
Timeout, Paola, full timeout.
Full timeout on the floor. We'll step aside here. 4-point ball game. Paola with the lead in double overtime on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Inbound zooming in here for Paola. Curley's able to get it into Lane Hoffine. McRae tipping it, and Paola dodging a bullet as Curley was right there to give it right back to Cohey. Under a minute, have to go in double overtime. Panthers up by 4. Hoffine dribbling through, and he is fouled. And Langford and Gilmore, the 2 defenders he was trying to split. And they give the foul to Jet Gilmore. As Byrne will quickly check back in for the Chieftains, and you leave the opportunities for the Panthers that they can continue to ice this game away from the free throw line. They have been up to the challenge thus far, and right as I say that, coming up a little bit short on that attempt is Hoffine. This is Hoyt Hoffine. Chieftains looking for him to miss another one, and he does not. Lead up to 5 for the Panthers. Possessions and time running down for Tongi. And a costly turnover there. Talon lost his footing when he was trying to pass it. Now up the floor, looking for a two-hand jam, but he misses it. And a technical foul going to be called here for hanging on the rim. And I got to tell you, I'm not the biggest fan of this call coming in.
I'm not either.
By rule, it is a technical foul to hang on the rim. Yes, it is. But at the same time, you have a cluster of players down underneath you. His momentum is taking him forward.
Yeah, you got to.
If he lets go, he falls down on his back.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of the call. Coach Oshel rightfully is not a big fan of the call.
No, it's about player safety, and he's got to be able to hang if there's players under him.
Now you got to capitalize on these free throws.
And he missed it.
The Chieftains have just not been able to close the deal at the line. Trying to bring it back to a 4-point game, and Lachlan able to rattle that one in. So off the technicals, so you get the basketball as well.
Yeah, he hit both of those. A three-pointer would have tied it.
Closing in, final minute, double overtime. Chieftains need a big bucket here in a bad way. Talon trying to give it to him, and he cannot. Long rebound tracked in by Cohee. Trying to get it across the half-court line. Cohee able to find Curley. And he's fouled on the reach in by Lachlan McRae.
That's got to be 4 on him, I think.
That is 4.
Fouls on McRae, his 4th. Curley at the line shooting 2.
Free throws lines at the line for Curley, and he misses bad on the first attempt too. That one off to the right and did not hit the rim. Gets a second chance at it here. Team up by 4, and he banks it in and put him up by 5.
He'll take it.
Chieftains need a quick bucket here. Talon trying to draw a foul and just puts it up, and it does not go.
Got a foul now.
And they do foul. It's Hoyt Hoffine that they get.
Fouls on McGuire.
First personal foul of the game on Nolan McGuire. 31 seconds, and this is not looking the best right now if you're the Chieftains.
Hoffine at the line shooting 2.
And again, remember the nugget that I gave earlier about the way that the Chieftains have struggled offensively in the first half compared to the second half, and even by quarter. This is the first time they've been in overtime this season. But the fact that they're going to look and know that they led in this game by 20 points at one time. And have seen it melted away. And now battling here in double overtime. Another 3-ball, no good. Rebound underneath by Lane Hoffine. And right now that is looking about all that she wrote for the Chieftains here tonight, as they're going to come up short in double overtime. 23.9 seconds still to go, so I'm not saying it's final yet, but
it's not looking good for the home team.
Odds and percentages would tell you that this game is done right now.
Especially if it's one of these free throws. Because right now it's it's really a 3-possession game.
Hoffine goes 1 for 2, 8-point lead. Schmidt, first 3-ball for him on the way. That one doesn't go. Another miss. Rebound underneath by Hoffine. Chieftains maybe wanting to foul here. Nothing going yet. Now a whistle comes in.
I think the coach is going to call him off after this one.
Fouls on McGuire, his 3rd. 21
So the Chieftains tonight Still 10.5 to play. Paola will just clear all their players out from underneath and get them back ready to go on defense. But 10.5 seconds, what could be a double-digit lead. Seeing where these two free throws go. Again, Hoyt Hoffine continuing to bury them down at the line. He and his brother Lane have been excellent down the stretch at the free throw line. Going 2 for 2, and that will put the finishing touches here. As Coach Oshel tells his team to back off. Lachlan taking it in, missing the layup. A little bit rushed, and that will put an end to this one. It took double overtime to decide a winner. An exciting one nonetheless, but the Chieftains are going to come up short. Your final score, Paola 82, Tonganoxie 72.
Game was much closer than that, though.
Yes, Chieftains put up 74 last night, 72 here tonight, and just not enough to get it done in overtime against Paola. So we'll step aside here, wrap this game up. We'll be back a little bit of the Brothers Market postgame show when we return on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutionsks.com for more information. Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Well, another exciting one here tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Unfortunately, Chieftains come up a little bit short in double overtime to the Paola Panthers, now moving to 3-5 on the year. Chieftains falling to 2-6 after an 82-72 finish. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Rennan with you all the way through the through this game here tonight. Had a doubleheader. The Lady Chieftains got the win tonight, 47-17. Dominant win for them, and the boys, again, like we mentioned, going into double overtime. And the Brothers Market post-game show you are now watching. You can check out their weekly ads or specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com. Brothers Market, where they treat you like family. Now let's stop and take a look here at the point totals tonight. We'll start with the Chieftains. Leading scorer for them, Talon Langford, 21 points on 8 of 12 shooting from the field, 67%, 2 of 4 from downtown, and both those 3 balls he made tonight were deep in NBA range, and that's like quite a ways away. He had some really spectacular shots tonight. 3 of 6 from the free throw line down the stretch, finished with 2 rebounds and an assist. Also had 1 steal and 1 block. Again, I'm not the official stat keeper, but I find my stats are usually within a number or 2 here or there. Lachlan McRae, second in scoring, 20 points on the night, 8 of 18 shooting for him, 2 of 8 from downtown and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And Noah Carlton, the other Chieftain in double figures with 10 tonight, 4 of 6 shooting from the field. He fouled out with 5 personal fouls. For the Panthers tonight, Caden Cohey led the way with, he had 16. He was leading the way for the Panthers the majority of the night. He picked up his 4th personal foul. Final minutes of the third quarter, sound the majority of the fourth quarter as well. Did not score in overtime, but Lane Hoffine took over. He had 23 points on 8 made field goals, 7 of 10 from the free throw line down the stretch. Paola went 20 of 33 from the free throw line, 61% in this game. Meanwhile, for the Chieftains, 7 of 24. Excuse me, that's the wrong number. 7 of 13, 54% from the free throw line tonight in a 10-point loss in double overtime. It is now time to announce our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game. They have all your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great prices. Family owned and operated. Stop by and meet them today in downtown Tonganoxie or visit their website, MidwestCarpetCenter.com, to learn more.
Yeah, Senior Talon Langford gets my vote for player of the game, but I also want to give an honorable mention to Lachlan McCray. I mean, he had his best game of the year tonight, a breakout game for him. So great job for him. One other thing I would like to say is I really appreciate the way Noah Carlton played his heart out tonight. I mean, he does almost every night, but I'm telling you what, he was guarding almost all night, one of the 6'5" brothers, and he really did a great job. Yeah. So shout out to him.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing everything he could. That's why he fouled out with 5 personal fouls, because there was just sometimes, I mean, there's only so much you can do against somebody that has, let's see, we said the Hoffines, they were 6'5" on the rosters. Carlton coming in at 6 foot. So you're giving up 5 inches, and plus the wingspans and all that. There was no easy task, and I'm sure Carlton knew that coming in. We saw McGuire down there as well. Talon Langford at times trying to help. But, yeah, shout out to Carlton. Doing a great job. Chieftains, another great effort, and I think this is just another added to the Rolodex of games this year, to where they come out hot out of the gates and really get on top of teams. They had a 20-point lead one time early going into the second quarter. Paola had a surge, took it down to 10 points coming out of halftime. They quickly got it down to 5 points in the third quarter. Then Chieftains kind of they answered them, took it back up to 10, just weren't able to hold on. But I think this is kind of becoming a thing now, to where it's got to be a thing of concern for Coach Simmons and his staff of this team out. They can get out to these leads, because if you're leading by 20 points in a high school basketball game, I don't care if it's in the first few minutes of the first quarter or not, you should be able to hold on to that lead and finish out these games.
Well, they were spotted 10 points to start the second half, too, and they got outscored. So, yeah, that's concerning. You touched on that about the shooting percentage and whatnot. So I think a lot of that has to do, if you're behind and you're chucking up threes, that really takes that percentage down. But
yeah, we said they start out the game shooting over 50% from the field, effective field goal percentage. By the time the fourth quarter comes around, they are under 30% shooting from the field. And this was their first time in overtime, as both teams scored 6 in the first overtime, and then Paola outscored the Chieftains 12-2 in the second overtime, as Tongi they ran out of gas. And they played a game last night. They put up 74 points in a track meet against the Rams, so I imagine fatigue was a little bit on their minds. Body's a little bit tired. Playing two games in back-to-back nights is not the easiest task in the world. They'll have the night off tomorrow night, and they'll be back on the road. A tough road test for both the Lady Chieftains and the Chieftains squad as they take on the Spring Hill Broncos for the second time this year. Broncos completed the sweep here inside Chieftain Arena back in December, so we'll see how both the teams answer again on Thursday. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live. If you watched us here or via the simulcast over on Paola Sports Live, and congratulations to Panther fans getting the win in double overtime, and we're so glad you all were able to join us. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan here. We'll be with you guys maybe some other time down the road. We'll have to wait and see, but Chieftains at least split the doubleheader tonight. Ladies team wins by 30, and the boys fall to 10 to the Paola Panthers. The boys team now 2-6. Lady Chieftains 6-2. We'll be back with more coverage here inside of Chieftain Arena as we take a look at our upcoming schedule. It'll be all next week, the Tongi Invitational Basketball Tournament. That games will be taking place Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It looks like there's going to be doubleheaders on all 3 of those days, so I encourage everybody, subscribe to us here on Tonganoxie Sports Live if you haven't already. Be sure to follow us at Varsity Sports Live over on X, and also at the Tonganoxie Sports Live Facebook page, and follow Tonganoxie High School on all socials that you can, because brackets are supposed to be coming out tomorrow, so we'll have a better idea of when broadcast start times will be on all 3 of those dates. And it'll be another exciting one in the Invitational Basketball Tournament coming up next week. That's when we will see you all next time here on your home of the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week.